I have mixed feelings on it. Let's get going. 3, 2, 1, go. Now, I get a couple of items, which we never use the items from, like, previous game saves, because they're technically DLC. And here's the interesting thing. In terms of upgrades for this run, there's only 2 upgrades that are massively important. One is quicker reloading. Surprise. The other one is inventory space. Now, if you're wondering when this takes place, canonically, which it's not canon, but canonically, it takes place after Yakuza 4. That explains. So, I'm in 2 massive minds about split names. There was a little bit of a discourse on Twitter about this a couple of weeks ago. When I started speedrunning, I did a lot of kind of meme names, like the kind of ones you can see here. For those of you who know that, like, these days I just do chapter titles. Mostly because I feel like meme names, especially meme names that are very community-driven, aren't very useful for speedrun splits, and also aren't good for if you want anyone to kind of come into the community and, like, actually want to run the game. Like, it sounds stupid. Like, if you give it some thought before dismissing me, because it does sound stupid, I will say it does sound stupid, but, like, if you have somebody, like, watching the run, and you see, like, yeah, there's a time and a place for, you know, fun splits and stuff like that, but, like, if you have somebody watching this run, like, if they want to get to, like, a specific point, like Majima 2-3, for example, they're not gonna know which one it is, because I've called Majima 2-3 something stupid, like, Baby Rage. Now, I know why that's called Baby Rage, and if you remember the run, you'll remember as well. It's very apt for that point. But yeah, it's a stupid split name. Like, it's hilarious for, like, the first time, but when you know that split name for, like, 100 times, it's not really useful. And it's not really useful for, like, people outside the community either that may want to actually, like, do the game. So this is Yakuza Dead Souls. This is Yakuza Dead Souls. I know what y'all were expecting, but this is Yakuza Dead Souls, baby. It's a third-person zombie shooter. Ah, fuck. It's kind of too far away. Let's start getting those sweet headshots. Thank you. Headshots make this go faster, you know. Keep forgetting this isn't New Game Plus. We actually have to aim. We actually have to aim the gun. No, Saejima is not in jail in this game. Instead, Saejima is in China. Why? Daigo sent him there. Why? Fuck knows. For some reason, Daigo has sent Saejima to China. There's no explanation other than Saejima is in China. I don't know. Who fucking knows? Daigo did Daigo things again. By the way, Daigo's in this game. He will literally just turn up. I kid you not. He is at peak Daigo in this game. At one point, Majima will say, "I've got to get to Daigo," and we don't know where Daigo is other than he's somewhere near Kamurocho Hills. And then Daigo's going to turn up, which, by the way, Kamurocho Hills in this video game is explorable. It's like the first and only Yakuza game you can walk around Kamurocho Hills. Stunning. I know. Yakuza thing's not in jail. That's true. That's very true. Fuck. I hate the PS3 save fucking file structure. I hate it. Every time. Yes, I think they were initially wanted this to be the end of the series. Weirdly enough, because it was called Ryuga Gotoku of the End, which it's obviously a play on, you know, of the end, but, or like of the dead, but, yeah. By the way, you have quick staffing in this game. You also have very stupidly kicking. which is kind of okay, I guess. Also doesn't count multiple. And then also, for some reason, you have using objects. Please grab sofa, Akiyama. Alright, it's R1 to attack. I forgot. I like that one zombie is going the other way. So now you understand what Yakuza Dead Souls is about. Now, so far so good, right? It's actually not bad. One of the big problems about Yakuza Dead Souls in the West is that Yakuza Dead Souls in the West released after a certain game. That game goes by the name of Binary Domain. Now, if any of you know, Binary Domain is RGG's second third-person shooter, and as I've said multiple times, it's a bloody damn good game. Now, here's the thing. RGG learned a lot from this game, and there are a lot of improvements to the third-person stuff in Binary Domain. It's a very, very good game for that. But in the West, we got Binary Domain first, which meant going backwards. The other problem is, people really dislike this game. It was at the time when people really started to dislike games not performing too great. Which, I mean, the Yakuza series was always 30 FPS, but Yakuza Dead Souls takes things a little worse, as you will see. As you will see. So, what's the one thing from Yakuza Combat that you've not seen yet in this video game? You said heat attacks. Oh, baby. So, here we need to shoot them both off the truck. And you get a level up from it. So there are level ups. Level ups give you abilities. We're going to get given one automatically. We have to go and get head tracking. Head tracking is okay. It locks onto enemies' heads. What else you were expecting? It's okay for normal zombies. Every not normal zombie's weak spot is not their head. Bar one. So, you know. Not useful. Certain zombies I'll be shooting on the way through to kind of like push them out of the way. And if you're wondering about Dead Souls' kind of performance issues, this is what people are talking about. Explosions. Try and pan the camera. Try and jump over the fire. If you can get over the fire, that helps, like, obviously get past the FPS destroying fire, but also helps you get through here a bit faster. This game does not know what a stable frame rate is. Now, I'm going to intentionally grab this and try and push these zombies out of my way. Because they do get very much in the way, so trying to get past them this car is usually reasonably fast. Usually. Not always. Now, the nice thing is we have head tracking. So every time we zoom in, and every time we like drop our aim, we zoom in on another zombie's head. Now, the upgraded head tracking makes it go a little faster, which is not too bad, so we will be grabbing that at some point. But again, the big upgrades that we actually want in this run, first off, we want faster reload. We really want faster reload. And then we want to get more inventory space. Inventory space is very, very needed for every character past Akiyama. Sure. I'll drop a health drink here, so you get a health drink tutorial. Now, the problem part. Heat attacks. So we're going to have to build up our heat. The quickest way to do that is headshot zombies. I'm going to move forward a bit to get a bit better aim. And heat attacks. I have one shot left. So, this is heat attacks in Yakuza Dead Souls. Now, take a look at how little time you have to react to this on easy. Now, I also want to point out that the lower your FPS at the time, the less responsive the heat attack QTE is. One hell of a video game. Trust me when I say that part of this speedrun is all about saving as many frames as you can. Genuinely. So, this is side character who goes by the name of Nagahama. He is confronting Akiyama and saying there's no way out. He's not, like, actually, he's a Yakuza, obviously. And he mentions he's no Kazuma Kiryu. This guy has a very big obsession with Kiryu. Fun fact, Kiryu's in this video game. So, he knows where there's a gun shop. Let's go to the gun shop. It's actually a DVD shop, but there are guns down there, and he needs some help getting there. So, Nagahama's going to serve as our first partner characters. Yes, there are partner characters in this. Some of them, you can probably guess who they are. You've got the likes of Date, for example. Dokimoto is one of them. And there's some surprising faces. You would probably think, or probably not think, that any villains join us. But if you could think of one gun-toting villain from the Yakuza series in the past, Arase is a partner. Arase. Now this is unfortunate. So, this is Hasegawa. She's a scientist who wants you to do a couple of missions during the game. You get points for doing those missions. It's generally stuff you'll get as you play through the game. Now, it's unfortunate because in New Game Plus you can't skip this either. Every tutorial you've seen so far in New Game Plus you can skip, but Hasegawa's stuff you can't skip, and that's the reason why New Game Plus is also going to be slow in the next chapter. I'll point out when that is. But for now, Akiyama only has a single pistol. Every single character is going to start with a single pistol. That is a bog standard weapon that every character will have. Some people have different pistols, or they all have different pistols to each other. Kiryu's going to start with a goddamn Desert Eagle, because that's technically the only gun that Kiryu's supposed to get until the finale. Now, the thing that we're going to do in this run, leading up to that point, is we're going to get certain materials. I'm going to aim to get certain materials so that I can get a gun with Kiryu. This is what the 80% builds up to, because Kiryu with a gun is very, very good. And the nice thing about the gun shop is that we actually get a free submachine gun. We also get a large automatic, which is essentially a Desert Eagle, but we're going to use the submachine gun. We're going to use the submachine gun. And now we're going to get a tutorial on partner characters of Nagahama. Yeah, Slim Arase this time. Not Fat Arase. You'll see Fat Arase after this run, by the way. You will see him, because we never finished the thing. So, you can give orders to your partner. That's the wrong button. We're actually going to get him to back us up, because we need Nagahama to come with us. If their HP goes down to 0, they will fall down. You have to do all the tutorials here. You don't do these tutorials in New Game Plus. And now we leave. So Akiyama now has dual pistols, which, as you can see, fire really fast. They're not massively damaging, but in terms of the run, they're actually good. Actually very good. I go the wrong way. No, we go this way to get out. Right? Yeah, the sewers. Yeah, the sewers. Forgot for a second there.
I hope that you are doing well.
Stardew, thank you very much for the 3 months. I appreciate it. And Prime Gaming. Yeah, I'm doing alright. You also have to do the co-op heat sniping, so build up your heat. You can see there that building up your heat is faster with headshots. Hence why the head tracking is really nice. Tandem Blast, your partner's going to throw grenades. And again, you have a very short amount of time to hit the QTE. Yes, these are very over the top. We don't use these very often, as you can probably guess. And there goes the FPS. So you want to pan the camera down, not because it despawns zombies, it doesn't, but because it saves frame rate. This game is very particle intense. On New Game Plus, there is literally an upgrade to Kiryu's gun that causes the gun to drop your FPS just by having it equipped. And now here's the thing about Dead Souls. It has special mutations. This is a meathead and definitely not a tank from Left 4 Dead. I want to start with this immediately to do damage to him and get rid of the zombies, so I can target him. Not the one I wanted to hit, sadly. I wanted the one a bit closer. Back. I'll do it myself. And all the zombies do have to die. Should be all of them. Good. I was watching my kill count there, because sometimes you will knock a zombie to the ground and not kill them. Supply points should be obvious. You can get ammo at supply points. I should have actually got some ammo for my submachine gun there. Whoops. Never mind. Say hello to the Subterranea. So, the nice thing about the Subterranea, aka the sewers, in the default game is that the maps you get here are the same maps every single time. So, there's no randomness about this. But imagine doing 100 floors of this shit. It ain't good. It ain't good. Anyway, I'm going to be running through camera panning whilst trying to shoot as many zombies as we can, just so they don't get in the way. Damn it. Kills don't matter too much. You can see that our guns don't do that much damage. Every single gun in the game is upgradable. Now, coming up here, I'm going to want to use that submachine gun. Oh, I have plenty of ammo, that's fine. Not for these guys, but around the corner, they are in the way. You can see it does a little less damage than, obviously, the dual pistols as well. But this is a new type of infected zombie. The Crybaby, definitely not a witch. So, as we get closer, I'm going to take her out and hope for a specific weapon. Or item. Scrap iron, perfect. I need a couple of those. I believe it's 4 in total I need. Now, every single special infected has a chance to drop either certain scrap items like that, or their own specific material. So every single one of these special infected can drop something. Like the Crybaby can drop like a beret. You can get some helmets or a lump of flesh. You'll see. You'll see. This is going to be the end of this chapter, thankfully, once we get out to Kamurocho. Once again, Nagahammer is going to remind us that he's no Kazuma Kiryu. Yeah, the frame rate in this one... I forgot how long the load screens were, Jesus Christ. The frame rate in this one is rough. Very rough. But this will be the end of the chapter, once it finishes loading. I don't think I did that badly, but apparently I did. I'm going to lose time. So basically, what's going on is Hannah has a fever. We woke up the next day and all of a sudden there's zombies. So, yeah. So, Hannah's still in the quarantine zone. We hid her in Serena. We have come out here to get to Dokimoto's so that we can get some medicine for Hannah. Now, this bit is hilarious. We need to go see Dokimoto's, but the problem is if we go to Dokimoto's, there's an NPC in the way. His name is Kamiyama. But here's the thing. We're going to go the other way. And when we go the other way, that's Kamiyama. Kamiyama is standing at 2 different places on the map right now. There are 2 Kamiyamas. Doesn't matter which way you go, you will get caught by a Kamiyama. So this one is quicker and we have to do this first. So we're going to go and do this Kamiyama. Now, this is his weapon truck. You will probably be surprised to learn that Kamiyama is your weapon master in this video game. He is your blacksmith. He helps you with all of your weapons, upgrading them, etc. But more importantly with Kamiyama, there are certain items in this game that he will buy at a much higher price. I need one of those. And here's the nice thing. This game has a guaranteed spawn for one of those. Right now. So we're going to go and get it. It does have a twin, but it's not his twin. It's the same Kamiyama. It is the exact same Kamiyama. He's just in 2 places at the same time. It's kind of hilarious. Unfortunately, again, it's the same in New Game Plus. Here's Hasegawa. Anything with Hasegawa is not skippable. Even in New Game Plus, it's not skippable. The game is now going to tutorialize us on how to go back into the infected zone. It is, of course, in the Millennium Tower. Why wouldn't it be? Spoilers, the finale's also in the Millennium Tower. Act surprised. So, Hasegawa wants us to go into quarantine zone. You're only supposed to go a certain amount of the way in, and then the game tells you to come back. You'll see. It's not far. It's only going to take a minute. Now, I probably need to get rid of the DLC/save items at this point, because I need the inventory space. So, excuse me while I go to my items. I actually should have leveled up there. So I'm going to get rid of the Sugar Daddy Amulet and the Sunshine Belly Warmer, because again, those are DLC items. Can I get faster reload yet? No, it's 20. Okay, nowhere near. All of your upgrades will actually go over to other characters, by the way. Everyone's got a shared upgrade list. Okay. We're gonna ignore the crybaby that's in her, because she's out of the way. We want to go up here. So, note the way that I'm going here via these stairs. I went the wrong way. Note this way that I'm going here via these stairs, and note that I can just get out to Theatre Square. When we head up to the top, as you'll see, we'll get a cutscene when we go into Theatre Square, and watch the middle of the screen. It's kind of hard to see considering the size of the screen and the resolution of Dead Souls being like 540p or something like that. But as you'll see in the middle of the screen is a specific item, and you can see there's a very, very thin love heart coming from it. Those are anime figures! We're all degenerates, we know what anime figures are. And Kamiyama also knows what anime figures are. Those are the items that you can sell to him specifically for much higher than if you were to go to Ebisu. So getting that right there, I think, is something like 50,000 yen. It's a lot. Note how somebody... Oh, they actually have it here. Interesting. It's later, isn't it? Oh, it is later, yeah. Oops, this way. Now, if the crybaby's in my way, I will actually take her down here, because I do need the actual material. Oh, nice. Nope. I need a scrap iron, not a crybaby beret. Nope. Not good. Not good. So I'm going to have to still farm for that as we go through the game. Now, there are certain spots where the enemy will spawn from, or have a chance to spawn from. There's some to my right here. That door there. Okay. All right, how are you? That door there. And a lot of the vent shafts as well. I know where the enemies have a chance of spawning in from. No. It's always the bottom option, except for when it's this. Hey, GK, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I don't want to know what Kamiyama does with it. Now, the nice thing is, once you're done with everybody's individual part, every single item that they have, including weapons, actually, including certain weapons, gets put into your item box that is shared between everybody.
Oh, no.
She gives us a healing item. And now we get to finally go see Dokimoto, right? Kinda. So, let's go see Dokimoto. We're gonna run across town now. Let's talk about one of the things I actually really respect Dead Souls for. Look at the minimap on the bottom left and notice how you can't get into Theatre Square. As you know, that's where the zombies are. As Dead Souls is going to keep going on through the game, the map is going to get smaller and smaller as the infection zone spreads. That's something that I really respect Dead Souls does. At the time, apart from like the small things like the rooftops in Yakuza 4, there wasn't that many things in the Yakuza series that really changed up the map, but Dead Souls changes up Kamurocho's shape quite a lot. Unfortunately, I will also say that it's also a bad thing for Yakuza Dead Souls, because whilst we have a couple of taxi spots right now, Yakuza Dead Souls is only going to move those taxis once, and then remove them. Thanks, Yakuza Dead Souls. We get to Dokimoto's, and unfortunately, Dokimoto's is gone, but this lady, who you've never seen before in the Yakuza series, is looking over Dokimoto's, and she's just going to get us some drugs. I'm not sure that you're allowed to do that, but sure. Now, there is one thing that Yakuza Dead Souls does very right, and that's certain characters, be it playable or not playable. Ladies and gentlemen, the absolute living legend that he is. Wait for it. Please wait for it. It's a very long loading screen. Every time. There he is. Ladies and gentlemen, Gary Buster Holmes. Gary Buster Holmes is your partner trainer in this video game. He's just kidnapped us and taken us all the way to the other side of the map. Thanks, Gary. Appreciate it. So, Gary's boot camp. And this is how you can tell that the map in Yakuza 5 Kamurocho is based on Dead Souls, is because Gary's boot camp is still there. And the only other game that it's in is this game. So, Gary wants us to do some training. Unfortunately, we're going to have to disappoint Gary, because this minigame, or this game right here, this training, is the thing that made us aware you could skip minigames in the Yakuza series. I forgot there's a massive delay to the menu. Gary's going to let us know exactly how he thinks about that. Bad. And that's it. We're going to leave. Love you, Gary. Bad. Zenlord, thank you very much for the Prime Gaming. I appreciate it. Now Dead Souls is going to do one very, very nice thing that it's never going to do for you ever again. It's going to ask you whether or not you want to get teleported back to the other side of the map or not. Of course we do. Of course we do. Thank you, Yakuza Dead Souls, the one time! Back to the manhole. Also, your confirmation prompts change from the top option to the bottom option. It's now going to be the bottom option. I fucking hate Yakuza Dead Souls so much. See? I fucking hate Yakuza Dead Souls so much. Most Yakuza games commit to either having accept be the top option or the bottom option. Yakuza Dead Souls is fucking both of them. It's the same per each run, but it's just different ones each time. Thanks, Yakuza Dead Souls. So I'm gonna keep my thing mostly loaded. There's Crybaby at the end. Again, I'm gonna try and get some scrap iron from her. Good. Okay. That's exactly what we need. We need to go to the right. I'm trying to remember where to go on the map, because it's been obviously a couple of months. It's been like 3/4 of a year. Should be the big room in here. Yep, there's a couple of our tanks in here. The meatheads, we're not going to go anywhere near them. It's to the right here, I remember. This one's in the way. Good stuff. I'm fairly certain it's the very end, because the left should be a dead end. Yeah, I'm right. And GDQ, appreciate it. Thank you. Which chat? GDQ games list tomorrow. I have zero expectations for any of the things that I have submitted. I've said this before, I genuinely hope that I hope the Yakuza gets in. If any Yakuzas get in, I want it to be either OG1 and OG2 by Big No-No and Tap, or 0 by Big No-No, or K1. K1 as well. I forgot about K1. I'm stunned K1's not been picked yet. K1 is a fucking fantastic marathon-sized run. It's short, it's got great tech. I'm genuinely surprised it's not been picked yet. I think it's literally a matter of time. Like, K1 is, like, it's sub 2 hours. It's perfect for its size for a marathon. Again, it's got... The entirety of the run has, like, more tech than most Yakuza games put together. It's a really good run. So I'm really, really hoping that that gets in. So, I don't think LAD is going to get in. Because the problem with LAD is... Okay, I didn't get enemies there, so there's gonna be a couple extra here, which is fine. Watch out for Crybaby. She's in the way. Normally I wouldn't deal with the Crybaby, but she is actually in the way. The scrap iron is nice. I have a few less fears for Kiryu's gun now. But LAD has a lot of problems going for it. One, it's 4 hours long. Unless you are a big name, which Yakuza is kind of... It's done well at GDQ, so it's not like a small name. But unless you're a big name like Final Fantasy... You are... Oh, shit. Oh, these two take ages to kill, by the way. Shit. I'm actually also playing this badly, so, you know, my own fault. I only got, like, 3 headshots there. That was terrible. That was badly played on my part. It's 4 hours long. So... And for a safe estimate, it has to be like a 410 to 415, because you've seen what can happen in fights. Obviously, if you're doing LAD in a marathon, you would go for safe strats, and not the dumb shit that I pull against certain bosses. But LAD is obviously, for a marathon like GDQ, you're going up with a long run like that, and especially because it's a turn-based game, you're going up against the likes of your Final Fantasies. Now, Final Fantasy gets away with it because it's Final Fantasy. There are so many good JRPGs that would do stunningly well around that time period, like Xenoblade Chronicles, for example. Xenoblade Chronicles 2, the DLC as well. But again, the problem is, with those games, you are going up against... When you are an RPG, you are going up against Final Fantasy. Like, Xenoblade has the added advantage of being action, kind of like the Yakuza games, but it's one of those things that's just, you are going up with LAD against Final Fantasy. And Final Fantasy, if you're picking one long RPG, of which a lot of the pixel remasters for Final Fantasy have been, like, properly fully routed now, honestly, you would take a Final Fantasy pixel remaster over a Yakuza LAD. Honestly. I love LAD, I love its run, but objectively speaking, for GDQ, if you're picking one long RPG, you're picking a Final Fantasy. Yeah, submachine gun ammo. I don't want to take too much. I shouldn't need that much, but this should be enough. Skip curse substitute? Exactly. Exactly. We do not do that in a marathon. Never do that in a marathon. But it's like, if I get, like, it's only ever happened once, but say I get the horrifically bad luck where, you know, we have to rely on bloody Namba and Zhao for the final boss. That's going to take time. So that's why you always have to be safe with your estimates for a turn-based RPG that has a lot of RNG. Like, sure, with runs, we can very easily get sub 4 hours, but that's also because we also reset the early game a lot for, obviously, good RNG. With something like the action Yakuza games, it's a lot easier to do a confident, lower estimate, because, yeah, there's RNG that can go on in the action games as well, obviously there is, but there's a lot that you can control with the action games. Like, obviously, if, like, there's enemies... In K2, for example, if a weapon breaks, you just supplement with a different weapon. Simple as that. It's not that simple, but, you know, kind of like that. I wonder if I could get the angle for this. Nope. I wanted to hit them at the bottom, but it did not work. Oh yeah, also, if you can, use first person to shoot with Akiyama, because Akiyama shoots faster in first person. Or, like, zoomed in aim, I should say. So, like, stuff like... Say, like, Yakuza Kiwami. Yakuza Kiwami's route has been, like, really, really optimized. In the old days, we used to have everybody at, like, full HP before Big Nono and Kuro made it so that we got a couple of upgrades earlier. And now we don't have to be at full HP. It's a lot safer, and it's a lot nicer. It obviously is kind of nice if you have full HP. You don't have to worry that much. But there's a lot of fights now that you do not need to be full HP for, which is fantastic. And if something goes wrong with, like, enemy positioning and stuff like that, you can kind of reposition yourself. Whereas a turn-based RPG, for a lot of the early game, for a lot of the first 4 chapters, a lot of the fights are down to turn order. You all know that, obviously, we want Namba, Ichi, Adachi. How many times have you seen it not be Namba, Ichi, Adachi? A lot of times. So, I need you to back me up. You won't back me up, my dude. We've got a killer meathead in here, by the way, so we've got to make sure we get that weak spot early. Dude. Not great. So, oh, that would have been the tank thing, not the scrap irons. That's good. It's not good because I wanted the scrap iron, but so essentially, yeah. There's, like, depending on, like, with a turn-based RPG, there is definitely a lot harder ways to try and recover if the turn-based RPG starts going wrong. With the action games, you can be a bit more confident, because with the action games, you can say quite quickly, okay, if that guy is out of the way, then I can move over this way and deal with them in a different way. Like, when you're at the top of the leaderboards, like most obviously the runners that submit to GDQ, you know ahead of time, this is something that can go wrong in this bit, and obviously things can just go wrong anytime, obviously. But essentially, with the turn-based games, you get paralyzed by one of those later fights, you're losing, like, potentially 30 seconds to a minute. Someone randomly dies, you're losing a big chunk of time to getting them back if you need them. It's one of those things, like, it's a lot harder to call the RNG for a turn-based RPG, and there's a lot more things that can be nastier depending on the game. There are a lot of Yakuza action games that can be very, very nasty. OG 1 and 2. Hello, OG 2. So it's hard to say, but I feel like with the runners for the action games, I feel like we know we can be a bit more confident in estimates for the action games, because we've seen a lot of things that can go wrong, but the things that can go wrong in a turn-based game like LAD are really nasty. I need you to back me up immediately. Oh, please don't be. You should. Yeah. Okay. We need him to follow us here immediately. There's actually a speed tech here. There's also a lot of enemies here, so I really need him to keep up with me as fast as possible. That one on the floor might be a problem. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Don't get caught. Come on. Get the early trigger. Where are you? Okay, there it is. Not smooth, but still decent. I'm okay with that. It's not too bad. It's not great. It's not too bad. Okay. There's a lot of things that can really hamper you in a turn-based RPG. Like, again, if you lose a character for 2 turns, it's going to be a lot longer than having to reposition in a fight. So for the action games, for the most part, again, there are some action games that are very nasty if things go wrong, then you can be a lot more confident. Like, you can be a lot more confident because as far as, like, the action games go, there's always going to be something you can look at and go, okay, there's a chance that this jackass is going to walk to the other side of the screen. And sometimes he will. And at that point, especially if you're doing a marathon run, you deal with that and you go after him at, like, the right time. It's a problem with the turn-based RPGs and that you will run out of luck. Oh, what the fuck? Huh. Alright. I don't agree with that, but okay, sure. Okay, sure. What the fuck? Alright. Wasn't expecting that big of a gold, but sure. I'm expecting like 20 seconds of time save, not a minute. I think Nagahama was a jackass in my PB. That's the only thing I can explain from that chapter. So, as far as like turn-based RPGs go, we have to have a higher estimate. So you're already pushing the estimate. Like, even though, like, the thing that I'm trying to say, even though we as runners would be confident in getting a sub 4 time consistently in LED, you cannot go ahead with confidence and say that will always happen in a marathon. With the action games, you can have a lot more confidence because there's a lot of things that can go wrong, but there's a lot of ways to deal with them going wrong. With the turn-based games, if you get paralyzed or feared in the early game, your turn order is out of whack, you're spending extra time in those chapters. Look at chapter 4. Look at chapter 4. If you have... I do want a battery, actually. Do I? No, I don't. No, I don't. Anyway, he's the Subterranea guy. I'm not speaking to him ever again. There's a lot more things, like, look at chapter 4 of LED. There's a lot more things that can cause LED to just lose massive amount of time. Yes, this is PS3. This is a PS3 game. Dragon Quest 7, yeah. That's something else I'm very surprised hasn't been in an GDQ yet. Dragon Quest. I think Dragon Quest is getting that level of popularity. The trouble is, obviously, the runs are a little longer. We want the Monkey Boy dead before he comes over here. Yes, it's called a Monkey Boy. I don't like that name. Also pan the camera so you don't lose frames. You jackass. You don't get to hit me. Scrapline. Good. I think that's enough. Nice. That's everyone. So stop shooting. Nice. Not a bad start. Not a bad start. This bit can go horribly wrong. You drop frames so hard in here. I don't know why. You're in the way. You're also in the way. Ooh, that was lucky. I wonder if I can get the fastball strat, because I didn't get that in my PB for sure. In this lift, I'm going to use my pistols, so I can save ammo. I don't really need to, but... So, yeah, that's the problem with LED, is it's very long for something like GDQ. It's got... And the problem is it's got very good donation incentives, and it's also very good fun to watch. Like, obviously very, very subjective that, but... Like, most people have said from previous, like, marathons that we've done for, like, Questing for Glory and stuff, that it is a fun run to watch. But again, when you're at GDQ and you have a run that is that long, you have to go up against the longer runs. You essentially have one slot. And again, you're most likely going to see a Final Fantasy over a Yakuza game. Like, everyone knows about Final Fantasy more than Yakuza. So, honestly, the Yakuza action games have way more of a shot, and that's why I think that this could be the time we see either one of, like, OG 1 or 2 or K1. Because I think they're all very good timing. They're very good times for GDQ. Come on. Who's alive? No one? Oh, I just took forever. I think they're very good times for GDQ. And I think they're very good runs for GDQ, because they all have very good tech on them as well, and lots of expeditions. So, I am out of space. Yeah, fuck you. Let me through. Up. Idiot. Up. Up. Alright. Boss fight time. There is a quick way to do this boss. It is very hard to do on any percent. Mostly because we don't have overpowered weapons. But there is a way to keep this boss from going into its second phase. It is very, very hard to do on any percent with no upgraded weapons. I need to get the right angle when I shoot this guy. Also, my split is called Definitely Not a Liquor. Try and imagine why I would call this split that. For Our Lady run. And there are a lot of people that'd rather have a Final Fantasy run. I'm someone that actually really likes Final Fantasy runs. And again, it's not about like the GDQ games list at all, because GDQ's game list, I've been saying this for a long time. For the last few years, GDQ's games list has been getting dodged the game. GDQ's games list, oh my god, I don't want to dodge into the guy. GDQ's games list has been very, very varied. Much, much more varied than usual. Reminder that we had when Yakuza 6 was in GDQ, Yakuza had more time on the schedule than Final Fantasy did. The Final Fantasy run was only like 2 hours long, so it was the PC version. This is a bad start. I wonder if I should do the heat attack there. Fucking hell, this is going badly. I hit this guy. I dodged. What? We're 100% going to second phase. This sucks. He's not falling down, is he? Oh, he's just gonna fall down? Question mark? Don't go to the ceiling. Heck you. Oh shit, that's bad. I gotta stop him now. Okay, if I can get the right angle, which I don't think this is the right angle, we shoot his weak spot. I'm not getting it at all. Yeah, it's the wrong angle because his arm's just taking all the hits. He's going in the ceiling. Yeah. Now we get to play whack-a-mole. Great. Great. I mean, I'm not gonna complain if I get a run in GDQ, but I genuinely think that, like, my submissions aren't gonna get in this time. The only one that has a chance is Lost Judgment, and even then, I don't think they take it because they had Lost Judgment before. That angle again! Fuck! If I can stop him before he goes up again, that would be really good. Oh, fucking hell. Mate! Stop. Well, that's bad. Yeah, I just can't get the weak spot. This sucks. Yeah, this sucks. If I could get the weak spot, he'd be dead here, but he's gonna go in the ceiling again. Oh, this sucks. One more. Okay, just. Not good. Not good. Losing a bunch of time from that. Not good. Actually, I might not. I am. Terrible. Bad fight. Real bad fight. Terrible fight. I wonder if I should have used my dual pistols, because I normally do. I think the dual pistols would have been better, honestly. Oh. Not good. Not good. So all of that stuff gets sent to our hideout, and now we get introduced to our second playable character. Speaking of things Dead Souls actually does very right, this guy. This is the series' first playable instance of Majima Goro. tell me you are alive. You're not. Two on the floor are alive, including you. Really? I'm actually a little surprised about that. We don't have any spare ammo at the moment, so things are a little rough. Now, Majima in this game, he starts off watching horror movies. He's starting off watching some zombie movies and then realizes there are real-life zombies around. And he's absolutely loving this, as Majima would. They actually do Majima really well in this game. Like, they genuinely do. So we are going to get shotgun ammo for Majima coming up. That's a rare zombie. That guy in the yellow jacket with the briefcase, he is a rare zombie. There's going to be one of those I attempt to kill later for a chance of dropping one of those figures that we can pick up. Wait. Trying to save as much ammo as I can just to clear zombies out of the way when going through here. But yeah, we'll see. I don't think any of my runs stand that much of a chance because, like, also, who the fuck submits 1, Ishin, 2, the entire 6-hour run of Yakuza 5? What's wrong with me? What the fuck is wrong with me? those are like the 2 games that are never getting into a GDQ. those are the ones that never get in. Like, if you're looking at your 4-hour Yakuza runs, you aren't gonna see the likes of... I'll take one. You're not gonna see the likes of OG Judgment. That's way too long with too much downtime. That's later, idiot. You're not gonna see Ishin. You're not gonna see, You're not gonna see, obviously, 6 hours of Yakuza 5. Okay, now. The only ones that are 4 hours that you are potentially gonna see is... Please. Zombies. The only ones you're gonna see potentially that are 4 hours long... Oh yeah, next special infected. This is not a boomer. This is literally a fatty, aka me. The only ones you'll likely to see 4 hour long wise, speedrun wise, for the Axe games at GDQ are either LAD, which again is a very outside shot, or Zero, because Zero is the popular game. People love Zero. I actually wonder, I think that Zero might potentially have a shot one day. I genuinely think it might actually. Alright, we have to go around, don't we? Ew. I hate this map design, it's fucking terrible. This isn't the last time we're here. I'm surprised we didn't get punched. I think those are the only 2 Yakuza runs at 4 hours that you are potentially going to see at a GDQ. Yak 6 has been in the GDQ. I ran it. Fuck, I missed the shot. You want to not miss the shot? If you miss the shot, she summons backup, and now we have to deal with all of the backup in here. Good, that's enough strap line. Somebody got knocked down there and did not die. You. And you. And we're out. So, yeah, if you can kill her before she actually summons backup, you don't have to kill the backup. But unfortunately, I fucked up. So, I whiffed real bad. I whiffed real bad. But yeah, 6 has been done, K2 has been done, and technically a Yakuza game, more Judgment has been done. Now, ideally here, I want to take care of the fatties, because when the fatties explode with their juices, which it didn't this time, nice, it actually aggroes all the zombies around it. Which is actually technically something that I wanted, and I actually messed up. You have to kill all the zombies. It's a pain, because you can see there's a lot of them. If you're wondering, keep an eye on my kill counter to try and see, you know, which ones are alive. Should be it. Nice. A lot of the bosses in the any percent suck. Like, they all have technically speed tech, but it's way harder than the New Game Plus run to pull off. Way fucking harder, that's for sure. I just see online any percent. I don't think you're ever going to see a gacha game in a GDQ. I don't think you'll ever see a gacha game in a GDQ. But yeah, 6 has been done. The problem with repeating 6 and K2 is that they've been done before, and unless there's like massive route changes, Moth? terrified of moths. I don't think you will see K2 and 6 in a GDQ again, unless there's like massive route changes. Give me that hot shotgun arrow. It's all I can get my hands on. We need more than this. You would think that like 400 shots would be enough. I need like 900. I need way more. Yakuza 5 is 6 hours. There's a couple of people, myself included, who actually had a good idea to submit a different kind of Yakuza 5 run, which is Kiryu %. So just the first hour of the game. I also submitted Finale %, like the last hour and like 10 minutes of the game, but the problem with both of those is that you're only getting part of the run. Yeah, it gets rid of like the 2 hours of downtime in the middle, but it is a bit weird in, you know, how do you like sell that as a run to people just watching it for the first time? Try and hit this guy in the chest. I wonder if I should actually wait until I've broken the chest. There we go, because I can hit his chest now. It's good damage if you get him in the weak spot. I hit him in the arm, that's bad. Every time you shoot the armor off this guy, the frames drop. Excuse me? When we get into a certain HP value, we'll go into the next phase. See how the frame's dropping? Gonna move back here so I don't get hit. This wasn't enough. Badu. Okay, phase 2. That's a little late, I guess. Okay. I have to use the heat actions. I've got no choice. Now, the quick method is to kill this guy before he throws a tank, before he throws a car at you. Unfortunately, I'm on the floor right now, so it's not happening because he's going to go straight for the car in a second. You can backstep this once. That's good. You can bait out that attack, it's really good. You can see how much damage you do to the weak spot. Let's go for the car. I've got to make sure I reload in time. Yeah. Let's go do the heat move. It's not good because it drops frames, but it will get him to stop. Which is more important right now, I think. I'm a little close to that. Get to it, get to it, get to it, get to it. That's, nope, that's bad. He's now going to go for the other car. And I don't have the heat for this one. Ah, damn it. I'm going to stay close. This is a stupid idea. Yep. Because if I can stay close, he should raise his arms. Almost. Ah, so close. Look at those frames. Look at those frames. Shame. That was single digits for sure. That's a shame. If I could have got that shot off, that would have been okay. Not great, but okay. I messed that fight up. Now I have 20 points, which means I can get faster reload, which is important. Very important. Now, as I said, inventory space is important for the later characters for more ammo. Because we need more ammo. Need a lot more ammo. So, we're off to find Daigo. That's what Majima's goal is. We're off to find Daigo. Because of course we are. Okay. Not Headhunter. No, 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 no. Rapid reload. Thank you. That is indeed what I'm after. And future upgrades, as I said, will be inventory space, because Majima's okay for, like, ammo stuff right now, but the next character is going to need a lot of space for ammo. A lot. The spawn is usually always here. As long as you move to the side, you're fine. Now, be very careful with this next special infected, one that isn't from Left 4 Dead. This is the aggro. Try guessing why its name is aggro. Essentially, if we aggro onto them, or they aggro onto us, they're going to run at us and drop kick us relentlessly. They are very frustrating to deal with. Thankfully, I'm not shooting. I'm going to carry on. But you'll see there that this is the area where we were at with Akiyama. And you'll see that now there are zombies here. So, yeah, as I said, the map's going to be constantly evolving as we play through the game. Which is honestly kind of cool. Not going to lie. I don't lose time. What the fuck? Man, how badly am I playing right now? I'm playing terribly. God damn. I'm playing absolutely terribly. Okay. Alright. So you would think that most of the annoying enemies that get introduced to the game would be special infected. You'd be half right, because there's one kind of normal zombie that has not yet been introduced that turns up in this chapter that is one of the most annoying enemies in this game. Because not only do they kill the frame rates, they kill you as well, and all of your momentum. You'll see them when we get to the next bit. So we've got to go to the other side of town. As I said, the problem at this point is that even though there's a taxi on the left there is no taxi at the top right part of the map, because the top right part of the map is about to get cut off. On the way is Kamiyama's truck. Again, we're not going to deal with Kamiyama just yet, so we are saving everything for Kiryu's part. Now, we're not going to go under the Millennium Tower to the right. You might think to yourself that that would be faster movement. You would be right. There is a hostess in that part there. I don't know if it's a hostess or if it's someone that becomes Majima's partner. If you run under the Millennium Tower, you lose a lot of time. So we're not going to do that. We're just going to go this way. Once again, much like Yakuza 4, only characters that can speak Chinese gain access to Little Asia. Fun fact, none of the playable characters in this video game speak Chinese. Does that mean we're not going to kill Little Asia? No. We'll be going there. Just not yet. But as you can see, there's no taxi on this side of the map. So the problem is, even though they keep the taxi, like, actual spawn points, there's only 2 working taxis on the map at this point. By the time we get to the end of the game, there's only going to be 1. And the only place you can go is the docks or golf. So as cool as having an ever-expanding map actually is, they kind of neglect the overworld part of it. And this is one of the reasons, much like Fist of the North Star, why I can't ever recommend this casually, because to be able to get to most of the side stuff, you've got to go into the infected zone and fight through zombies to get to, like, the arcade. So, our brand new zombie enemy, the Molotov zombies. Molotovs will slow you down and get rid of your FPS. Now, I'm keeping my camera up here for you. Nope, shame. That is not the actual item we want. We wanted one of the cutie girl figures there. That's a shame. It's a random drop. It can be a health item. It can be a good material like that, or it can be a cutie girl figure. It's not something that I rely on money-wise in the run because it's a random chance. But it's a shame, because if you do get it, you get a very nice buffer period for ammo. But unfortunately not. Kamurocho Hills, let's go. How did you miss? Every enemy has to die in this bit. He's not dead. They aggroed. The problem about aggroing them as well, as you can see, is it drops the frame rate. The guy on the floor will die, don't worry about it. Strap iron just in case. Okay, this ain't going well. Strap iron. Nope. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. That's a shame. Oh. Okay. So we're going to head into Kamurocho Hills now. So we're going to go in via the back because the front has been blocked off. Not for long, So for this bit, we don't have to kill any enemies. We just run straight through. There's Molotov zombies on these stairs. welcome to the first playable and one of the only real playable outside of 5 set piece instances of Kamurocho Hills. Yes, Dead Souls allows you to walk around Kamurocho Hills. Slight problem. There's not really anything here. It's cool, you get to go explore around Kamurocho Hills for once, but there's not a lot that's actually here. Now, unfortunately, instead of being able to go straight to the faster bit on the left there, we have to go the long way round. The very long way round. They couldn't have just built this up like the underground had its movable parts before? No? No? But yeah, the only times you actually get to go into Kamurocho Hills are a set piece in 5 and this little bit in Dead Souls right here. By the way, I hope you all didn't forget. Hi, Daigo. That's it. That's Daigo. That's his entrance. It's just hi, Daigo. Peak Daigo Dojima. Peak Daigo Dojima. He just turns up. I don't know what anyone expected. That's Daigo for you. Now, here's the nice thing. We get to fight with Daigo. Daigo is going to join us in this next little bit. And now you're about to find out why this split is named Baby Rage. And ladies and gentlemen, in the chat, please post the message. Baby Rage. This is why. There's a baby. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna tell Daigo to attack. These zombies don't matter, but we need Daigo to look after himself for a second. This room is rough because there is a special effect in here as well as the normal zombies. And a lot of flying furniture. Now again, the zombies in there don't matter. It's the ones out here that do. We need to take care of a couple of zombies, all of these in here. And the monkey boy. Come on, you. Daigo's here, that's good. Once all the zombies have been taken care of, Daigo's in trouble. You're alive, aren't you? Daigo! I need to kill him. Daigo. 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 Now we get to go back, by the way. It's fine. We actually need to get to the entrance because for some reason, some of our boys decided to drive a truck into the entrance of this place, opening up the entire place for the zombies to get in. That's why they're here. We do need to kill all the enemies in this part. It's a shame. Fuck, where am I going right now? Nice. Good rare drop. Very rare drop. That's a shame. I didn't want to blow him up. You're alive. I was going to say, I can see your eyes. You're alive. Thanks to the fatty for that. You guys alive as well. He spawns in here. Also needs to die. Tell Daigo to be on attack, by the way. I just realized he's not on attack. He could be going a lot more aggressive right now. Actually, I can shoot these on the road. I think one of them's alive. Come on. Yes, actually. Please. There's menu delay. Yep, I'll do. That should be enough for the rest of the run. Is there another zombie? Oh, the aggro. Oh, the aggro. It's definitely time to think about bigger inventory space. This bit would have been closed off if we didn't kill all the zombies up until this bit. Yeah, there we go. Not great. At least I was in the cutscene trigger, but not great. Didn't clear those out very well. Yee. Yee. Okay, 10 points. I can't remember how much it is for the first inventory. I think it's 5. I think it's 5, then 10. It goes up incrementally. So I'll wait for a little bit. Now, here comes an absolutely fucking bizarre bit. So, Yakuza Dead Souls, its pacing has a couple of very big problems. This is the first one, and very indicative of Yakuza Dead Souls' pacing problems. We have to protect the barricade. So there's a barricade behind us. Daigo's going to get it fixed. We're going to shoot some zombies. So, bottom right is the unfinished barricade's HP. So, as long as we make sure there's zombies that spawn under this truck and on top of the truck to our left. Hello, Moth. Please no. They're invulnerable until a certain point, by the way. You see that the barricade has lost some HP, right? Let's go have a look at who's hitting the barricade. Cool. So, let's carry on taking out some zombies. So, let's go look at the barricade again. Cool. I don't know if you've noticed yet that the barricade randomly loses HP. Nothing is hitting the barricade. Nothing is close. It's not me. By the way, you can shoot the barricade. By the way, if you shoot the barricade, it's a game over. That actually was me. That one was me. There is no one on that barricade. This bit is stupid on harder difficulties because the barricade starts killing itself and you can't let any zombies past. I know. I don't know what you want. Half of the barricade is dead and I shot it once. Game design. Unfortunately, if you could break that earlier and finish it earlier, trust me, I would. But I did try and it game overs you. Hey, remember the boss at the end of Akiyama's part? It's already time to reuse bosses. Except this one's different. Yeah, dodge the sun. Now, on the side, Daigo's gonna be doing his own thing, but where's the boss? I can't tell. Folks at home, can you tell me where the boss is? Because I can't tell right now. Daigo! I'm sure he's fine. Daigo, I can't help you right now, my dude. There's an invisible zombie right here that is definitely very hard to see. It doesn't have a glowing red weak spot on its belly. Shit. Nice ass. I'd say a zombie has a nice ass. Is that allowed? Not allowed. I'm allowed to do that. I'm allowed to do that. Anyway, that's the end of that. This one now goes, they now go invisible, so they have fun, I guess. Now, here's the problem. Majima gets bit. Majima gets bit by a zombie. So, it's time to go through the sewers. This is where I'm going to get a little bit more ammo. This man's from Purgatory. We all know Purgatory. We're going to Purgatory right now. With Daigo. Daigo's still here, by the way. So, at this point, we want Daigo to not shoot the enemy. So we're going to tell Daigo to follow us. Oh my god, please back me up and don't shoot the enemy. So, grab as much ammo as we can. No, that's fine. I'm going to grab a stamina X just in case. Just for certain strats. Try and take care of as many enemies on the way as possible. The aggros are a problem if they're in the way. As long as Daigo doesn't get grabbed, we'll be okay. Also, Molotov zombies. Be careful of them. Oh, that's right in my way. Ooh, nice. But none of these enemies actually matter. As long as Daigo doesn't shoot the rest of the aggros and I don't shoot the rest of the aggros, we should be reasonably okay for enemies coming from behind us. Okay, so we're going to get to this bit, and all of a sudden, here's enemies. We have to take care of all the enemies in this bit. Every single one of them, including the respawns. I'm actually going to try and get the heat attack here if I can. Actually, no, it's too late now. Hit that would be pretty good. But yeah, enemies are going to start spawning in behind us. You see there's some special infected down there as well. The aggro's here. Okay, Daigo, now you can attack. I tried to shoot my homeless friend, I'm sorry. It's really hard to shoot over that for some reason. The aggro is not dead, I might be in trouble. Again, I actually want them to be, like, aggressive towards me. Also, these guys behind us do have to die as well. Some of them spawn in that have to be killed. Not that far down, I don't believe. Is it just you? There's no way it's just you, right? It is just you. Cheeky bugger ran away from me. Alright. I thought that was one of the monkey boys that followed me from the beginning, but if I remember rightly, there isn't any monkey boys that follow you. So, yeah. It was just that guy. Like the self-explosive arrows. No, they can kick them towards you, though. Fucking no. So, hey, guess what? We're in purgatory. Surprise! Looking as grand as ever. Yeah, I don't... As I said earlier, I'm not a fan of meme splits, and I'm not a fan of my old meme splits. Like, these splits aren't adding anything to the game. So we're going to walk past, and we're going to get a cutscene with an NPC on the right-hand side. It's going to be a soldier selling zombie serum to, you know, cure the infection. At this point, Majima is, you know, wondering about that zombie bite. Okay, I should save a little bit of time, actually, looking at my splits here. That's not too bad. It's not too bad. I must have had quite a good end at the end of that. I will not wait, Daigo. I have speedruns to do. I'm sorry. I must go now. Daigo's going to go now, by the way. He's going to disappear for half the game. Once again. But of course, the florist has his information network around. And you're going to see a familiar face on the screen, and an unfamiliar face. On the left, Ryuji Goda of Dead After Yakuza 2 fame, and on the right, a new guy, Nikaido. You'll see him later. But what the hell is Ryuji Goda doing in Kamurocho? We'll find out. Yay, so done. This chapter is pretty quick for Majima. It's one of the quickest in the game, alongside Akiyama's chapter 1, which is nice. So, we've been told by Daigo to stay put. Yes. Majima Goro staying put. Now, unfortunately, Majima is going to listen, but to this guy instead. Akiyama's here. And Akiyama makes a not-so-subtle suggestion that maybe we should go to the batting center. Because maybe Ryuji and the other guy have been spotted at the batting center. Maybe. So we're going to go and play some baseball. You gotta be careful with who you speak to here. Where's the guy? He is. There we are. Oh, he's not the guy, right? There's a guy that stands here later that's a shop and gets in your way of the sewers. Here's the sewers. When we get back to this bit later on, you're going to hate this place. No, I do. This has been the place of some cursed stuff in the Yakuza games. The Akiyama Tanimura fight in Yakuza 4. The 3-minute section here in Dead Souls, which is far, far worse. So thankfully, when we come out, you know we're at the top left part of Kamurocho, so we're very, very close to the batting center. Also, you want something else to praise Yakuza Dead Souls for? Look at the minimap. See that question mark icon on the minimap? You're gonna love this fact. Yakuza Dead Souls was the first game in the series to offer sub-story markers. Genuinely. Just on your minimap. Once again, shout out to Yakuza Dead Souls. Oops, that's the one. Can you change between the top and the bottom option all the time. So, bosses. Am I right? There is clearly going to be a boss fight. It's large, and I don't like its design because it creeps me out. It's like a giant cockroach. With teeth. This is the Tsuchigumo prototype. Try and guess where its weak spot is. Get a couple of free hits off at the start. I have not hit its weak spot very well. There it is. Try and dodge for Akiyama to tell him to attack. He will raise his hands and you can hit him, but he will hit you back in return. The side is a little better to hit him from for weak spot stuff. It's hard to hit his weak spot here. It's just better to just keep shooting, honestly. Yeah, it's better to just keep shooting, honestly. Yeah, his weak spot, good job. If you don't, it's whatever. Aiming really elsewhere. Now comes the hard part of the fight. So, he's going to roll after Akiyama. If you can shoot its weak spot, you can immediately down it. And get free shots on its weak spot. I didn't have the ammo. This sucks. That's good damage. Attack. Thank you. A lot of you to go after Akiyama. Oh yeah, he does a double attack now, which again, very good for letting you get some free hits off. Shouldn't have reloaded there, but I'm hoping to get one last hit in. Oh, that's fine. One weak spot hit would have been great. Should be the end of the fight. Should be the end of the fight! You really are doing this, huh? No. No. Now for the best QT in the entire series. We're in a batting center after all. Cutscene pretty much sums up what Yakuza Dead Souls is all about. That is pretty much what sums up what this entire game is about. Unfortunately, now we get the worst part of the video game. Like that one? Yup. It's at this point I also need some inventory space, so I will be taking some time with the next character to go into the pause menu to get some inventory space, because we're about to need a lot of ammo. I mean, a lot of ammo. Should save some time here, actually. That was a good fight. Apart from getting knocked down twice, that was a good fight. I did forget about the minute of loading times afterwards, though. So, how's the weather? How's the weather? How's everybody day doing? I hope everyone's doing good today. Maybe I won't save time. Maybe I won't save time, actually. Maybe I've decided not to save time. I actually forgot about the minute of load times afterwards. Hey, there we go. There we go. Okay, so everything gets sent to our storage, and now we get the game's third playable character. It's Ryuji Goda. Again, dead after Yakuza 2, but not if you're Dead Souls canon. The former dragon. So, as you saw earlier on with the cutscenes, Ryuji's weapon is his minigun chain gun arm. It is a robot arm that becomes a minigun. It is fun, actually. The more you upgrade it, the better it becomes, obviously. So we're going to try and take care of, obviously, as many zombies as we can. You can see this thing has stopping power. So you're the ones alive. Not too bad, actually. Only 2 went down. Usually it's more. I'm okay with this. Yeah, it's like Barrett's arm from Final Fantasy VII. Except for the fact that it actually transforms into a proper hand, as you'll see in a second. So... God. So, essentially... yeah, you'll see. Nikaido here... after the events of Yakuza 2... This is not canon, thank God. After the events of Yakuza 2, Ryuji lost his arm. He was running from Omi assassins or something and has since come to Kamurocho, where he has become the apprentice of a takoyaki shop vendor. He calls him Pops. There's no amnesia or anything going on. Ryuji has quit the Yakuza to become a takoyaki vendor. And along the way, got a robot arm that turns into a minigun. That bit's not really explained. Here's the arm. That's so fucking cool. Meant by a speedrun the FF7 remake. So once again, we have to kill all the enemies, which includes these ones. One of those is alive still. And the ones in front of the shop. Oh, you are dead. You're not. Oh, yeah. Wow, that really got all of them that fast. Damn. Okay. Sure. This guy's being harassed by zombies. Help him out. Oops. I don't know why I turned around. I don't really have to help him out, but the game says we do, so we do. So, even though they've been around the map for bloody ages, the game's going to introduce you to some of the actual, like, baseball swing building machines around town, which you can use as, like, a powerful cannon, etc. I'm going to go into my abilities at this point, because now I want to get myself some inventory slots, as many as I possibly can. Nice. That'll do nicely. 22 is very good. So now I can carry a bunch of ammo. For Ryuji, we need about, I think it's 4,000 or 5,000 rounds. This, outside of the finale, and even considering the finale, might be the longest chapter in the entire game, by the way. And it's not good. It's really not good, as you will see. So, we want to go to this building here. We're hot on Nikaido's heels, trying to find out where he's going. Pretty cool fuck clip, you'll see. You'll see, this bit's not fun. I let the aggro out. That's unfortunate. So, we don't... Oh, no. Have to kill all the enemies here, but this aggro we do because he's in the way. And now I just have to get into the room. Cool. Now, every time you go in and out of an area, the actual, like, ammo in the box respawns, which is something that I am going to take advantage of. A couple of the zombies in here, these police zombies, that's not dead, are actually stronger than the normal zombies. One of these days, Ryuji Goda will kill zombies. He's not dead. He's still not dead. $4,000 or $5,000. Trust me. Trust me. Ammo with Ryuji is actually a problem in this part. I have a quick route for Ryuji that if I mess up, I'm going to run out of ammo, and then a boss is going to be unkillable. Yeah, this is why I don't like meme splits. My meme splits aren't that good, to be honest. They're just some of the very first splits I ever made, and they're not that good. I think there's a time and place for meme splits, but honestly, I don't like them. I don't like them at all. Again, that's me being an old fart. So, we're gonna have to fit a square. We already know this place has been infected, and there's a bunch of Japan Defense Forces who are trying to kill the zombies, and they're not doing a good job of it, so it's time for us to do a good job of it. Are you alive? No, nice. They actually took care of that one. They usually don't. Okay, so it's fine. I kind of, for like most games, I like these days just having chapter numbers, because, like, you don't get silly in-community in-jokes that people don't feel a part of when it comes to, like, meme splits and stuff like that. If it's, like, a general meme, if it's a meme in general, it's okay. But when it's, like, community in-jokes, those are really hard to objectify due to the fact that, you know, if they're community in-jokes and there are people that want to, you know, run the game and they're looking through splits and stuff, it's like, it's really hard for them to look through splits and go, oh yeah, that's going to be this chapter, etc. You have to kill every enemy in this part, by the way. It's great! For fuck's sake. Trouble is, you get, like, a lot of enemies respawning here, which really sucks because you have to wait until they're dead. Now, I can't tell them, because they're not proper partner characters, to be aggressive. The cutie girl figure is here as well. We're going to be sorted for money for the entirety of the run. Is that one? It is! Oh, shit! Okay, I'm going to go and use the thing. As we go over here and take out some of the enemies. And there's a good old bulldozer, baby. We're going to use the bulldozer. This actually takes care of special infected in a hit. Even the meatheads. Well, mostly the meatheads. Now, there are 2 crybabies around that I would like to hit before they summon back up. There you go. One of them did. It's a shame. I don't know if the scooper does anything, but I'm using the scooper. So, we're just going to go around taking out as many of the zombies as we can. Specifically, obviously, the actual special infecteds. And I'm going to get out at this point and just shoot the rest. Should be enough. Yeah, the meathead will go down. Now, you can, in this part, get special infected in the cinema, which is very unfortunate. I see them in there. So we're going to have to deal with them, because these do count as well. Anyone else in here? Nope. Who is alive? See, now comes the game of who is alive? Ah, you. That's the problem with this bit. Look at him spawning all the way back there. So we just didn't take our time to finish them off. That should be everyone? Yep, okay. Ooh, not good. Not good. Hey, look, we're already down to only 200 bullets, by the way. Got ammo? Yep. This is why every character has an infinite ammo pistol. The infinite ammo pistol isn't good. But, here's ammo. This is why I got inventory slots. If you're wondering why I'm shooting forward, we have Molotov zombies. If you let them, they will shoot you. They'll throw Molotovs at you. 426 is not great. 426 is really not great. So Yakuza Dead Souls, folks. Yakuza Dead Souls, folks. How is everyone enjoying Yakuza Dead Souls so far? Because we're only about not even halfway through the run yet, and we're on the 3rd character of 4. Some characters' parts are a little too long. Ryuji Goda. You see this run again? I'm glad. I'm glad people are enjoying it. It's an experience. It is not that great of a speedrun, but in fact, the speedrun makes me have an appreciation for Yakuza Dead Souls, ironically enough. Hey, here's the tank we use as Majima. Fun fact, even if you don't fire it as Majima, it won't have any ammo in it. Otherwise, you could skip like 20 minutes here. So, time to go. Looks so deceiving. There's a lot of problems gameplay-wise with this game. The nice thing about the speedrun is it distills it into its purest form. So you are getting a very, very small version. Here's a new special infected. It's the Diptera. They're like spitters from Left 4 Dead, but they can fly. Yes, there's an ammo point in front of the Millennium Tower. We're not using it. Shame. Now, speaking of special effects, shoot these to get them out of the way. Again, ideally you don't want to hit the fatties here because they will just cause you FPS loss. Look at the position of these containers right now. Remember them for later. That's very important. It's very important. Here's a new special infected. We call this the FPS dropper, or the Hermit for sure. This is why the Hermit is the FPS dropper. Actually, it went pretty well because he ran away for some reason. Are you okay? I don't think he's okay. That actually went better than I ever could have asked. Remember the guy that gets in your way in Yakuza 3's speedrun? Ibushi of the HLA. Guess what he does in this game as well? This man has the key to a forklift. Guess what we need? So we need to go and rescue the civilians that have gone down here. Just clear this pathway up. You only need to get to them. They're going to run down here, and we just have to kill all the zombies in this bit. Including these down here. Hoping none of those are still alive. No, good. Not bad, actually. Not bad. Okay. So. It's clearly Yakuza. So we're going to be taking them back to the HLA guy. Now, this bit we don't have to kill enemies, but they are going to be in the way and they are going to grab our NPC friends. So it's a good idea to at least clear part of the way. Now, the problem with our NPC allies, you've got stuck. Yeah, aggro onto him. Come on, bud. Is that you need your NPC allies to get a certain distance into this bit before you can go into the HLA. Those bits are actually easily contextualized with the lampposts. Now here's the one nice thing about the HLA. There's an ammo box in here. So remember when I said we needed all that ammo? Every time we come in and out of here, thankfully, there's some ammo. There's also rifle ammo. We don't have a rifle, but there's rifle ammo. Every time I come in here, I will be getting ammo. Trust me, you need a metric fuck ton of ammo for Ryuji. Now here's the problem. The HLA guy says to us, I'll give you the forklift key if you help out the civilians around Kamurocho. Who likes backtracking? So, there are 3 groups in Kamurocho. Fun game fact. You can do only one of them at a time. Good game design. Very good game design. Great game design right there. So we're going to go and get the first group. We're going to go for the 2 furthest away ones first. Not because they're problematic, it's because they're a pain in the ass. Starting with these Yakuza over here. So thankfully they're going to run forward. I do that to stop them from aggroing onto the zombies behind. Here come a bunch of zombie spawns, because that's a pain in the ass. Again, I just want to hope that they come with me, so just try and take out as many as possible on the way, so they don't get stuck, which they have. Keep an eye on the minimap at all times. Fight spawn here. Oh, we good? Yo, lucky no fight spawn. Let's go. They can get also... Oh, this is great as well. They can get stuck on that sign that's in between the containers, by the way. And that bike. And the lamppost. They need to walk past to get to here. My man. My dude. Get your ass over here. That's the first. Those ones are nice and easy because there's 2 of them. And the more important thing is they don't have guns. No guns is important. Once again, as we keep passing through, remember where these containers are. That's very important. Push that out of the way. Actually, I think that gets pushed back in the way, which is a problem. You can live for now. I'll be back for you in like 2 minutes. There should be a Molotov zombie on the way, and we're also going to go grab some more ammo from the truck on the way. Again, ammo important. Very important. You being alive is a problem. Oh yeah, you can use these mortars as well to kill enemies. It's kind of finicky. It does work. Oh wait, I have more room. Jesus, I got a lot of inventory space, didn't I? There we go. That's still not enough ammo, by the way. When we go down here, you'll recognize your problem. You need to go. You'll recognize the SDF soldiers who are going to now be helping civilians. We need to run at the start here. Watch out, one behind me is a problem as well. Because we want to run as far down here to get the civilians. Oh, that's a big problem. Get the civilians as far down here without getting caught by zombies as possible, which they, one of them. Oh, the SDF soldier. Come on, bud. Come on, bud. Come on, everybody. Come on. It's time to go. It's time to go. Come on. Escort missions. That zombie will die on the floor eventually, so I'm just going to leave it there. No one got caught somehow. Okay. When you run out of ammo during a boss, use your infinite ammo pistol that does no damage. Good luck. Monkey boy is a problem. My throat is dying. There. Nice. This is why you need faster reload, as you can probably see. And let's get rid of all the zombies here. Yeah, we definitely got enough scrap iron now. Okay. One guy is really far behind. I'm hoping they catch up. Everyone needs to be here, by the way. Everyone. This is why I hate the NPCs with guns. I'm going to try and get in there with the civilians. It's not going to work. I'm going to try. Come on. He just got caught. I just heard it. Oh, come on. Come on. He's just up there still. Fucking God, dude. Because the enemies here constantly respawn. Get your ass! Did I have someone die? I believe so. I believe so. Well, that's a big time loss. Love to see it. God, the escort mission in this game is terrible. Come on. This is why I hate the allies with guns, because they stand by and shoot people that they're still in range for, and unlike your actual partners, you can't tell them to cut that shit out. And our last group is thankfully over here. Hopefully they run straight towards us, because they can. Good stuff. All the Yakuza members went well. Good lads. Actually, I think these are civilians, but... You are probably wondering, why are we doing all of this again? We need a key for forklift, which he's now going to give us. With this forklift, we can now go and get a tank missile. You'll see. You'll see. Now, this part sucks on harder difficulties. Once again, one last time, remember where the positioning of these containers are. Because there's an impossible puzzle coming up. There's our forklift. So, we're going to get in the forklift. Note at the top left, there is a fuel counter and a health gauge. We need to move these containers out of the way to be able to get one of the tank shells through. Fun fact, that's impossible. There is no way to do it where you will open up a big enough gap to be able to get it through. Which is why this bit sucks. So, just think of getting the forklift through. Don't think about the tank shell. It's a bad angle. Yeah, it's my fault. Should have angled that a bit better. Oh well. Should have angled that way better because now I have to wait for the game to do it for me. Gonna lose a bunch of time in this chapter for sure, I think. Unless some of the earlier bits actually went well, I'm definitely losing a bunch of time. So with that, we're going to put this one here. There we go, good angle. And now we reverse. So, remember the position. of the containers right there. Final time. So you remember the original ones that were there and now where we move. Now look at my health at the top left and how much has gone on easy. You lose way more on the harder difficulties. Way more. You actually have to get out of your forklift and shoot enemies. You can't just bulldoze your way through them. Let's see if I can remember the timing for this reverse, because you can reverse and go straight forward, which is great at one point. Nice. Look at the HP of this forklift. By the way, if the HP goes down, it's game over. Now look at the containers as we go through. The game randomly removes the containers on the left. Side. Perfect. The zombies did it. Well, thank you to the zombies. So, it's now time to load up the tank. Because Beauty's big idea is to break through the barricade, keeping the zombies out of the safe areas of Kamurocho. Fast arrow back to the forklift? Nope, because you are leaving zombies behind you, and they take up your FPS, dropping the frames. Fun fact. Fun fact. Yeah, I'm losing time. As expected. Fun fact. Good video game. Good video game. Alright, so. Get a couple of level ups as well, which is going to lose me more time. Theatre Square and some of the allies weren't very good. 839 is terrible. Right. Ryuji's chapter 2. Also reasonably long chapter. His last 2 chapters are really short. It's really nice. Well, actually, his last 2 chapters are boss fights. Chapter 2's not. Now, if we're doing any percent at this point, well, not any percent, we do New Game Plus at this point, we go and get the satellite laser on Ryuji. So, instead, what we're gonna do is just gonna carry on the story, obviously. There's a couple of sub-stories around, we've got to be careful of. This one on the street ahead of us, I don't remember where its trigger point was, so I'm gonna move to the right to make sure I don't get it by accident, because it's a long one. I'm fairly certain it's on the other side, but just to make sure, we're gonna go over here. So it's been a minute. I'm gonna run past Kamiyamas. We're not upgrading in Kamiyamas just yet. We don't need to. We have a Gatling gun arm that does decent work. Ish. Kind of. Maybe. Maybe.
Fruit spin.
Samson here. Thank you very much for the 4 months. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good evening tonight. Hopefully you're having a better evening than I am. By the way, karaoke is here on the left. Yes, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. After the run, before we finish Kenzan's final hour, we'll do it. Which, by the way, once we're done with this run, we are going to do the last hour of Kenzan's speedrun. Because I started it during the day stream earlier, and if you're going to start a speedrun during a stream where you only have 2.5 hours, perhaps don't pick a speedrun that's 3 hours long. Whoops. 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 So, here's a bunch of Yakuza that get bitten by a zombie that we haven't seen since Akiyama's part. That zombie, you'll see later on, it's somebody that Ryuji knows quite well. He's not dead, but I want him out of the way so I don't get attacked by all these zombies. This bit sucks. This bit really sucks because none of these are dead yet. That's good, actually, being this side is really good. None of them are dead. None of them are dead. You're alive. Even with those headshots, he's not dead. What is happening? The man is insane. Tony T Trouble, thank you for the 19 months. That zombie is not dying. Please help. I need assistance. So that's that. So this is one of the last places on a map that Nikaido had. It is a Tojo clan office. So the zombie outbreak has started because somebody was turning all Tojo clan officers into zombies. The Ground Zero one was the one in Theatre Square. And as soon as we leave the building, the quarantine zone has expanded to where we are already. Damn, that was fast. Time to go. Please reload. Unfortunate fight incoming. There's a Diptera. There's an FPS locker. I'm going this way. You don't really want to go this way, but the thing about going this way is that they can't both kill you. Unfortunately, the zombies can't spawn, which sucks. You need to kill both the special infected to get through this bit. Oh, please. Okay, we should be good now. Please don't tell me I have to kill the normal. Okay, I don't. Good. There's an invisible wall there that stops you until you kill the two of them. So as we go through, we're going to start busting down some of these barricades, because as you can probably guess, Ryuji's gun arm is good at that. Now, here's the problem. The rooftops of the Champion District. You probably heard that bottle smash behind me. All of the rooftops have a Molotov zombie on it, which gets in the way. Oh, there's so many. Unfortunately, here's a familiar face. It is an Okama. Unfortunately, this game was around the time when, obviously, Yakuza 3 and 4's localization happened, and it doesn't do a very good job with, obviously, the Okamas in this game. Modern day Yakuza does it much better, thankfully. Oh, the meathead. Depending on which way it turns is the way you want to go, because then he's not going to punch you. Here's the manager. We're going to save him, and those two are going to head off. And we're going to have to run back through with the respawned Molotov zombies again. Yakuza Dead Souls. Yakuza Dead Souls. Barricades don't respawn, thankfully, but the Molotov zombies do. That's the problem. Oh, yes. Wait, no, they disappear at this bit. Oh, nice. Look at my ammo. It's starting to run a little low. This bit in the any percent sucks. We have to kill every single enemy. On the left of us is a bunch of special infected and a couple normal zombies. On the right of us is a bunch of special infected and normal zombies. This gas cylinder is very good to take out first. Again, we don't use that many heat actions because of how much it slows the game down, but when there are a couple of special infected around it, it's pretty good. Funny enough, the Dipteras are worse than the Fatties. I don't like calling them Fatties, but then I'm going to come back to that. I don't like the name of the special infecteds in this game. It reminds me of all the problems with the localization stuff from this time. Like, obviously, the Okama stuff from Yakuza 4 and 3. Just really hoping to take him down. I'm going to pan the camera down now so that I don't lose FPS. Is that everyone? Yep, good. So here's Little Asia. We are going to be running through Little Asia. Which was the correct path to go? I do not remember. This way. Alright, here's a kid. Hang in there, kid. That's the quickest dialogue option. Hang in there, kid. Just go up. I want to go through... Ooh, hello. I want to go through Nair's bit, don't we? Yes, we do. Hello. I hate trying to walk around this place. It sucks. So we're going to kill all the zombies in this bit. Try and obviously conserve as much ammo as possible, because we have a big boss fight coming up that we are not going to get much ammo for. Should be all of them. Yep. Here's Solid Snake. It's very rough. It's very, very rough. I might want to use my actual pistol for a while, because I am running very low on ammo. Which is weird, because I wouldn't normally use it. Gotta go save that guy. So, you had a headshot and you survived. Wow. There's not that many zombies at this bit, so pistol isn't actually too bad. It's going to be a little slower. There's one bit that does have zombies that I will use my Gatling gun for again, but don't go that way. Shoot the guy through him. After that last guy. This pistol for Ryuji isn't actually too weak. It's actually not too bad. Now I'm using my machine gun. Which one is my... It's there. Okay. Can't remember what the game defaults it to. Actually glad it like reset my reload animation there, because I did not want to reload. I don't want to use a life. 2. 3. Okay, and that's the end of the chapter. Well, we've got a little bit of ways to go, but yeah, that's the end of the chapter. Which, this way, please. Ryuji, please. Ryuji! Ryuji, your hitbox too large, Ryuji! Down. This way. Little Asia is like a maze. It really is. It's a pain in the ass. This game actually good. Mileage may vary. You might enjoy it, you might not. Most people don't. I have an appreciation for it thanks to the speedrun. Because you play it less. So we're asking about our pops. Takoyaki vendor. Supposedly he was seen out this way. I think I lose a little bit of time. Maybe save a tiny bit of time? I don't like my ammo count at this point, if I'm being brutally honest. I think this is going to be problematic. Because I've got a nasty boss to get through. Do I save? Maybe I pistol for the first phase. Pistol first phase might actually be more sensible, to be honest. Okay. Okay, that's a gold. Not a big gold, but that's a gold. Okay, so. I think I am going to pistol for the first part. Because you don't get any more ammo at this bit. You do in the next chapter. Not a lot, but you get a little bit, which is important. This bit sucks in 80%. There's a very quick way to do this, and it's almost impossible in 80%, which is a shame. So we're going to head to Club Asia, because our Pops has been seen over there, as well as Nikaido. Now, this doorkeep outside of Asia, he's going to give us hand grenades. Video games. Anyway, Haruka's here as well, and Nikaido's a bad guy, and it's time to kill our Pops, who has been turned into an octopus. Get it? It's symbolic, because Takoyaki is octopus balls. You get it? Yeah? Video games. So, there's a couple of obvious weak spots. That's not the move I want to see. At least it's an easy one to dodge. You have to shoot the weak spots. It's a little easier with the pistol, that's why I want to use pistol this phase, but I'm bad job. Oh, that's gonna hit me. It doesn't matter where I go, I'm getting hit. Oh wow, it didn't hit the benches either? That's the best part, because the benches will hit, like, knock around the arena and hit you. The benches are your big danger in this fight, not the boss. So it doesn't matter which ones we take out. We just have to take out enough arms. The game continues. Ah, I should have rolled. Okay, my frames. That's the move I don't want to see, because it knocks the benches into me. It might be... Yeah, he can do the thing. Why did I roll into him? It might be time for the Gatling gun, because this is taking way longer than it should. So? How tanky is this arm? Okay, get the Gatling gun out. I should aim for one of the side arms, honestly, because it'd be a lot easier than this top one. $5,000 rounds, by the way. That's good damage. Come on. Already committed hard to this arm. Oh, this is terrible. This is actually terrible. Getting awful RNG patterns as well. Finally. Terrible. And that's phase 1. Fun fact, it's not just an octopus because it's symbolic. It grows its limbs back. Pith. So here's a fun fact. There's a safe spot in this boss. For most of its attack, there is one spot in this room that's a safe spot. It might surprise you which place it is. I'm going to go into my inventory and equip those grenades because they're actually going to be very useful here on any percent. It's about here. Not this move. That move will kill me. So shoot the arms. Again, weak spots will make it a little easier. Now, we want to build up our heat in this phase. Very important. Actually, throw the grenades down. Yep, that's a very good time to throw them. Grenades are very good. Grenades are very, very good. I hope I brought a heat item with me, because if I didn't, I'm going to lose time. That's not a bad move. I'm surprised I didn't hit it, to be honest. Okay. Why would I do that? Come on. Do that again. Please tell me I have a heat item. I do. That didn't fill my heat up. I hate you. Not this time. I had it and I lost it. I just had it. You need to finish this fight with that heat move. You can't finish that fight without that heat move. Slow. Terrible fight. Terrible fight. We're losing a bunch of time. Here comes my time loss. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, that sucks. I have a couple of grenades left. I wonder if I could use those for the next fight. Might actually be a good idea. Terrible fight. Terrible fight. Awful boss. Terrible fight. Terrible fight. Most of that time is going to get lost from that fight. Terrible fight. I think actually, yeah, I'm going to try grenades against the next boss. Now is the time to try new strats. Oh no. Yeah, this is not good. This is very not good. Yeah, the Dead Souls name is Poison in the West. They would not be able to do like a remaster for Dead Souls. There are a lot of people that didn't buy this game because they didn't like the idea of a third-person zombie shooter in the Yakuza universe, and those people would actively, they have before, those people would actively tell people just do not buy this game. Even if it has like every single improvement that everybody would ever want in the world, there would still be a subset of people that would tell you do not buy this game, even though they've never played it. Because Yakuza Dead Souls did not sell very well. And it's such a shame. Because this game genuinely is a Yakuza game. Like, it does have all of the vibe and the heart of a Yakuza game. There's definitely bad things about this game. I'm not saying this is the perfect game. It's definitely not. But it's got the vibes and the feelings of a Yakuza game. It's got enough of those vibes and feelings that it's a good game. And it's worth experiencing. I have no ammo. That's also worth experiencing. So, time for Ryuji's final chapter. It's not actually a long chapter. There's some zombies breaking in. That's Korean like binary domain. Yes, mostly. More than Dead Souls. more than Dead Souls. Binary domain is good shit. Actually, yeah, Hoxie's also kind of right in that the ones that do know it exists do think it's cool, but a lot of people don't know that it exists. I'll do Dead Souls at some point. I like Dead Souls. I'll do Dead Souls on stream at some point. Like Speedrun. Grenade. Maybe I won't use the grenade in this fight. Maybe I don't use the grenade. Wow, he bloody aimbotted me. Yeah, you know what? I'm beginning to think that the grenades are a real bad idea. That's no damage. Hey, buddy, I'm gonna need you to stop hitting me with further objects. I appreciate it. Thank you. I should probably be aiming for him first, but these two are frustrating as all hell. I like to run down here so that we stop getting hit as much by the large lad. Again, stealth shooting is... strafe shooting is very good here. Obviously, when they go invisible, you have to manually aim. There goes one. Stay away from him. That's it. That's bad. That's bad. Also, by looking this way, we don't lose FPS. Because, you know, almost as important. Okay, now. I hate this fight. I very much hate this fight. Now, the nice thing is this guy doesn't have that much HP this time around. By the way, those will always trap you. Even on easy, those will always trap you. Ah, so I'm going to get past that. I can save some time here if I have a good fight against this guy. This fight just sucks. Any percent. There's no, like, easy way to deal with this fight. Maybe the grenades should break this guy's armor. You know the drill. That's bad. No, that's bad. Hello. I'm done behind you. And again, the thing is, you don't want to shoot him enough that he breaks all his armor off, because then you have the extra cutscene. So you want to be very careful of that. Bad fight! Who wants to lose more time? Me. Me, I do. I want to ruin the speedrun. Me. I want to lose all the time. Let's go. Ugh. Bad Ryuji splits. Very bad Ryuji splits. Ass is appropriate. That's how I played as Ryuji, was very ass. Grenades in that fight. Maybe for the large lad. Like, it would break his armor quite quickly. Maybe for the large lad. Not for the lickers. That did literally jack shit. Maybe this wasn't the run to start testing things in. We are 15 seconds behind going into our final character. Oh, baby. So, as the splits say, this really is a Yakuza game, as you will see. It is, of course, time for Kiryu. So, I will give Dead Souls credit for Kiryu's introduction here when he walks back to Kamurocho, because he's walking towards the infected zone. The press and the military are right outside of it, and they all move out of his way because they look at Kiryu and go, oh fuck, that's Kazuma Kiryu, and they all decide to just fucking walk away. Welcome to Yakuza. Actual Yakuza. Now, unfortunately, the lock-on here is Yakuza Dead Souls' lock-on, so it sucks ass. You have to be very careful with your attacks. In this part, knocking zombies to the ground is the fastest way to get to the next bit. You cannot, unfortunately, punch zombies. Fun fact, it doesn't work. Now, unfortunately, Kiryu is still very... He's the Kiryu you all know and love. He doesn't see them as zombies, he sees them as actual people. He does not want to use a gun. He's going to get offered a gun, but he doesn't want to use a gun. Yes, he does drive trucks in the barrier that falls open. It literally... This game does a very good representation of both Majima and Kiryu. It is literally Kiryu at one of his angriest, and everyone... I love the fact that in this game, even the military and the media are just like, oh, let's not stand in his way anymore. Just let him through. It's genuinely actually very good and kind of something I wanted from this series more of. That's Kiryu. We should probably, we should probably not fuck around with this. Sakura Science does it. Listen. Signs have pointed edges. That's the excuse. Once again, punch zombie. Just punch zombie. Get them on the ground. I hate this bit. Just get them on the ground. That's it. I hate this. It's so hard to line up attacks because literally the lock-on is Dead Souls' lock-on strafe system. So it's not a proper lock-on. It sucks. It is not the Yakuza lock-on you are used to. It sucks. So obviously there's more zombies now. There's more and more zombies gradually coming, and Kiryu's going to get saved by an SDF soldier called Asagi. She actually turns up earlier in Ryuji's part, funnily enough. And she tries to give Kiryu a gun, at which point Kiryu obviously says, these are still people. I'm not killing them. It's about to change. So we're going to head into the underground car park area. Well, is this combat? You've not seen anything yet. If you just joined, you've not seen the true Yakuza Dead Souls yet. So locate the civilian in distress. There's a quick way to get there, and that's go to the right. fun speed tech, that. It's literally go to the right. I'm fairly certain I go this way as well. No, I don't. It's here, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, I was stupid. I forgot there was the little opening here. And as we get closer, we're going to find our civilian in distress. You might recognize this guy. It's the guy who says he's not Kazuma Kiryu twice in Akiyama's part. It's Nagahama, the guy that actually idolizes Kiryu. So unfortunately, he turns. And Kiryu wants to put him down humanely. So we want to knock him to the ground, get rid of his HP. So free hit combo, stomp. You have to get rid of his HP bar a couple of times. Oh, that's bad. Face that Nagahama doesn't actually attack you during any of this. Also, Kiryu's HP bar, because we share upgrades on every character. I'm losing time. Huh. I guess those zombie misses at the start were really bad. And now Kiryu actually puts down Nagahama. He accepts the Desert Eagle from Asagi. It's a very strong pistol, as you could probably guess. But the problem is, every main character in this game has a main weapon. Akiyama's main weapon is, ironically enough, his dual pistols. Majima's is obviously the shotgun. Ryuji's is, get this, the minigun arm he's got. I'm shocked as well. But Kiryu's main weapon doesn't arrive till the finale. And this is what the Any Percent aims to fix. We need some kind of weapon, because as good as the Deagle is... Oh, here's Hasegawa to piss off Kiryu, by the way. As good as the Deagle actually is, it's not fast firing. It's quite bad. And this is why we've been picking up stuff earlier in the run. Because we're going to go into Kamiyama's and we're going to go get a much better gun. If we've done everything correctly so far, we're going to go and sell all of the anime figures that we picked up, which will give us a lot of money. And we're going to buy a gun. And upgrade it if we've got the enough materials, which we should have. So, sell. Items. Look at how much they give you. That's 200k. That's really, really good. Buy something. You want to buy it first. Weapon. We want the 556 automatic rifle. mod it. This is pretty much the only difference between New Game Plus and any percent, apart from, like, you know, the laser. So there you go. I don't think I can mod it again. I'm fairly certain I can't. I don't think I've got the stuff for it, because it takes a lot to actually... Yeah, it takes more scrap iron, like another 5. We're going to buy a bunch of ammo. So, rifle ammo. That's most of my money, because we don't need money, and that's a lot of ammo. And with that, I'm going to equip it. I've got 3,000 rounds. That should be enough. Should. And off we go. Kiryu's part isn't too long. But Kiryu's part is ass. God, I wish it wasn't. It's terrible. Kiryu's part has a lot of really bad things in it, as you will see when we go forward. We are heading to Purgatory. We've got to go find Daigo Dojima. Fuck's sake. Should. Keep in mind that Kiryu is our final playable character and we have a finale after this. So as you probably guess, Kiryu is our finale character. So, it's time to go to Kamurocho Hills. Aim the camera down to remove the frame rate problems here. So, Asagi needs to be on back me up, because we don't want her getting caught here. That would be bad. I'm actually shooting zombies here to try and save the frame rate. I will stop when I get into halfway down this street, because now I lose frames for shooting as well. There is a bit terror here. It should be fine. Yep. I'm getting away. Crybaby's not fine because she's on his back up. Again, that should be fine. As soon as we get here, take care of these two if we can. We have to go under the Millennium Tower. I'm very surprised this way wasn't ever in any other Yakuza game, apart from, like, the newer Dragon Age games, because this bit's really cool. We don't have to kill all the enemies, we just have to get past them, which is why I'm shooting some of them to help me out. But you can see that I'm doing decent damage to this assault rifle because I upgraded it. Look at the little twisty turns of this area. Like, this is not in any other Yakuza game. It's kind of cool. It's kind of really cool, not gonna lie. Now here comes a bunch of Molotov zombies. Fucking Molotov zombies, swear to God. Thank you. Sorry for besmirching your name, Molotov zombies. You don't have to buy this much ammo, by the way, but it helps get a good start so you can just run and hold R1. We will be grabbing ammo in a bit, but it's in a while. Spawn is on the right and ahead of us at the end of the street. Essentially, the spawns are kind of where you can't see them, but also where you can see them, as you've seen before. The meathead in our way, he's not the problem. The barricade is. Oh yeah, you can't run past that. I forgot. Old engine problems. Hold it there to lose your FPS, so don't shoot. And we're going to skip through here. You can grab some ammo here if you didn't grab enough from Kamiyamas. But we're going to head straight into Kamurocho Hills. Can I go this way? No. Old engine problems. I should know this by now. No. No. Maybe a bit worse than what it says? No idea. No idea. But it definitely didn't, considering it sold like less than 1,000 copies in its first week, I believe. It's either less than 1,000 or less than 10,000. It did not do well. It did not do well in the slightest. Anyway, kill all the zombies. You know the drill. Actually, no. We go in. That's later. My dude. That's later. Actually, back me up. No, back me up. It's the bit after this bit that we go crazy. Go massively out of our way to kill zombies. Excuse me. Molotov zombie, you are a pain. You're all a pain. Leave me be. Oh my God. I don't know who set these barricades up since we left. I think it was Daigo's job. Thanks, Daigo. Thanks, Daigo. I wish there was a way to push through this invisible barrier here, because it would save us so much time. Reloaded. Face certain this doesn't go into this bit, and I have to redo it, but we have a little bit of a problem here. We've got a couple of really strong zombies, one Molotov zombie, and then we've got a couple of special infected, including a crybaby who can summon backup. Ideally, when you kill the crybaby before she summons backup, it's really hard to do. Thank you for not aiming for me, I do appreciate that. We have to kill every zombie. I feel like he's not dead, you know. One behind me dead. Oh, it's you! Yeah, you're not dead. It's a shame. Make sure you reload for the next spawn. These two! I wonder if I could get the heat attack off. No, oh my god, why is that the thing? I wanted to aim at this barrel, but the game was like, no. Now I have some hard zombies to kill. Great. Terrible. Terrible again. Terrible again. I'm playing very badly. I've been playing very badly for the last hour. Okay, so we came here to find all of the Saggi's, obviously, squadron. Unfortunately, as you can probably tell, they're all zombies, which is a massive, massive shame. But we find somebody here who isn't quite a zombie yet. We do, of course, find one Majima Goro. Oh, I'm saving a bit of time. Neat. Okay. Okay. So, we're going to have a conversation with Majima. Majima's going to tell us that Daigo was at Purgatory. So we obviously now know we need to go to Purgatory. And obviously we tell him that Haruka's been kidnapped again. Majima is not surprised. Not a single person is surprised. This chapter sucks. There's no other way to say it. This chapter is not good designed. So, I'm going to tell both of them to go on the attack. Run forward. For this bit, Majima's going to go down. We're going to stay up. So, Majima's going to go clear them out, and we're supposed to cover him with the sniper rifle. This is why you want them on attack. You can hear Majima's going quite crazy, which is good. This sucks. It is exceptionally hard to aim this sniper rifle. I have hit your weak spot like 10 times now, young man. Oh my god. I'm taking care of these guys first, because these actually get out of the way. Oh my god, these not dying. Wow. The aiming in this bit sucks. He's not dead, by the way. Okay. Wow. Once again, have them on attack. We're leaving. Do we have to kill all the enemies here? I don't think they do. I think we just have to go. Oh yeah, a bunch of Molotov zombies here. That's a problem. I forgot. Face that we just leave. He drops his Molotov himself. Good job. Time to kill all the enemies. Okay, they're still on attack. Heat for heat actions. The Hermit is a problem. Get rid of it. It'll also help your FPS. Goodbye, frame rates. Ah, you're fine. Unfortunately, there's going to be some respawning zombies here as well. We just have to take care of every zombie in this bit. Hello, mass zombies huddled up over there. You know what? Oh, I was trying to do the tandem blast of Majima and then he said no. But I bet this is actually faster for these guys when there's more of them. I bet this actually is fast, but the game decided no on me. Yeah. So when we get down to a certain set of zombies left, it'll only be the civilian zombies spawning in, so it'll be a lot easier to take out. And you'll see that they'll just keep respawning in front and behind us until we've killed enough zombies. Again, they're not killable until they're fully spawned in. So I'm hoping those two will go after any zombies that spawn over there while I deal with these guys. Nope. Thank you all for helping. Appreciate it. You're alive. There's not any more. Last on this side. Who's alive? Oh, late spawners. Great. Let's say, you're not dead. If I said that's not even the worst part of this chapter by far. So, at this point, Majima's gonna disappear. He knows his time is running out after being bitten, and he's going to go and spend his last few moments the way he wants to. If you remember when we went through this bit with Majima and Daigo, hey, guess what? Yep. Same stuff. Except this time we don't have a shotgun to deal with the aggros. We're trying not to shoot the aggros. Well, as you can see, there's a lot more enemies this time, and a lot more different special infected. Once again, these don't have to be taken care of, but they are going to follow me all the way. And, yeah, we have to deal with this again. We're reusing set pieces now. You probably saw the flamethrower over to my right there and are wondering, is the flamethrower any good? No. Long story short, no. Sagi is not here with me, by the way. The aggro is coming, I see him. I want to... Can I not? It won't let me target the barrels, which is the thing that I want to target. Because the barrels here would be very good. Yes, secure this place. Sure, I'm trying. Oh, he's here. I do not know where Asagi is. I wish she was here because I need her help. This sucks. I don't think these are ones I have to kill. I think it's just these ones here. I do not know where Asagi is right now. This is not ideal. But maybe still get time to hug you. That, and it does no damage. It just does no damage. It's terrible. That was awful. Would you believe me if I said that's still not the worst part of this chapter? Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, this sucks. Anyway, here's again 2 sensible NPCs who go, oh shit, it's the 4th Channon. Now Asagi knows we were a big shot for a day in the Tojo clan. Hell yeah. So, whilst we're here, we're going to go and see the florist, but we're also going to meet someone en route. That person should be quite obvious. They've been here for a while. It is, of course. Wait for it. Akiyama. Akiyama asks us if we know the way to the florist. Apparently I don't because I went the wrong way. And we go see the florist, who's going to give us a little bit of info about Nikaido and Nikaido's friend in the bottom left that we've not seen so far in the game. That is DD, the person that is behind this virus. So, unfortunately for us, something worse has happened. The zombies have found out how to open a manhole cover. They are coming through the sewers, and we have to go protect the sewers. Yes, sewer defense is on the cards, folks. Akiyama to go on the aggression. There was a special infected that was here with the guy, but he's disappeared. So, Deagle. Did I not equip the Deagle? Did I not have the Deagle? I thought it gave me a Deagle. No. I'm not sure I don't have a Deagle. I'm gonna check. I shouldn't check. I don't have a Deagle. Huh. This game really doesn't give Kiryu. I thought it gave Kiryu a Deagle. Where did I get that idea from? Anyway. The timer at the top of the screen. Every minute, there's new special infected spawns. These are actually the problem parts. Goodbye, FPS. These two. Oh, the other one respawned! Holy shit, where did it go? This was supposed to be the first wave. This is slightly problematic. Alright, and now we stand here and we shoot again. There is not much to say about this bit. It is not great. So hey, this is our lovely little worst part of the actual chapter. As you can probably guess. Oh, hey! Now we got these two. Thankfully, they're a lot easier to deal with than last ones. And that's that. That's it. That's all you have to worry about. That's it. It's over. Thanks for donations. Yup. Yup, we don't currently have any donations, but if you would like to see less of this game, don't worry. In about 30 minutes, you'll get your wish. How's everyone's evening going? I hope you're having a good evening. I joke about disliking this game, but I still do like this game. The only thing about this part is that's all I'm doing. Oh, if you think you can hold R1, you can't with pistols. You actually can't with pistols. Gargaful, thank you very much for the tier 1 sub, I appreciate it. Alright, let's get to something more exciting. There's speed tech to this next bit. It's fucking hard, it's almost impossible in the 80% to do. Again. That's the problem. All the new game plus strats are actually genuinely hard to pull off in any percent. Right. I'm getting my rifle out. Ideally, to get rid of some of these guys. Nice grab. That meathead is in the way. The monkey boy actually moved in my way, you jackass. No. Okay, this bit. Now she's in my way. About those speed tech, this is the actual bit. I'm losing time this chapter for sure. It's time for a boss fight. I like to call this guy Batman. You'll never guess why. You never guess where its weak spot is either. So, try and get some good damage on him to begin with before he flies off. We're gonna get yelled at consistently to go and grab the sniper rifle. So you know what? Go and grab the sniper rifle. It's in here. Because the sniper rifle can actually help out quite a lot in this fight if you get lucky. So, wonderful. These two on to attack, as you probably guess. Good luck trying to aim with this thing on the PS3, baby. Fucking hell. The time? It is. Okay, so this is where the speed tech comes into play. You can stun lock this guy here forever by shooting him in his weak spot at the right time, which stops him summoning backup, but you don't really have good enough damage at this bit in any percent. So usually he's gonna fly off. Wow, I'm losing so much time this chapter. How am I losing this much time? Okay. Goodbye. Thanks for wasting my time. Now, ideally, these two will take care of the zombies around me so that I can, you know, focus on being drove-by'd by the boss. Right, you actually landed so close to me. I'm gonna wonder whether this would be a smarter plan. You know, I'm thinking it would be. Look at the damage I'm doing right now. Yeah. Nah, nothing. I got nothing. Just lost so much time because of the underground section. I don't think the boss went too badly, but the underground section just went horrifically. Not the time waiting one, because that's, you know, timed. You can't go faster, you can't go slower, it's just timed. Alright, so, Kiryu's final part. Oh, baby. What is the one thing you feel has been missing from this video game so far? Other than Daigo, who just turned up again, by the way. He walked in stage left off screen. He's also now going to disappear for the rest of the game. Again. Thanks, Daigo. If you said the one thing that this game has been missing... We have to go for a conversation first. I'm in the name time. Wait a chapter, please. Guess that again next chapter. Oh, hey, that's a nice car we got here. That's a nice Gatling gun on the top. If the one thing you thought was missing from this game was a on-rail shooting section... Fun fact! Shooting the gun too much drops the frame rate in this part. Leaving too many zombies alive where you get there drops the frame rate in this part. Those exploding barrels that you drive into also drop the frame rate, so you want to try and hit those before you get there. Good video again. Molotov zombies also drop the frame rate in this part. I'm not sure what doesn't drop the frame rate in this part, if I'm being honest. A marathon's where I mean both games and DLC? Yes. Blow those barrels up before we get there. And in. Now, remember what I said earlier? Very specifically, we want to save as much of the frame rate as possible. There are reasons for that. This bit right here. This guy is invulnerable. We can't actually kill him. Now, I want you to watch the timer at the top. Yes, there's going to be a timer. Kill the Molotov zombies first. Watch its speed here. Note that the timer at the top is slowing down when we lose frame rate. The timer is literally tied to the frame rate of the video game. You can't actually kill this guy. You'd think he has a HP bar at the bottom right. Watch as it actually cycles. He is impossible to kill. And we're off. Ironically enough, as I said, I actually have a bit of an appreciation for this game after the speedrun. Don't ask how, because I can't explain. Nice that early, so I didn't lose frames. Now, the car does have a HP value on easy difficulty. It doesn't matter, which is nice. And then he's back. Once again, you can't kill him here, but you can stop him running into you and losing time if you hit his weak spot. Obviously, ideally, we don't get hit too many times. we get the frame rate to drop 1 FPS. Yeah, this part on EX Hard in Dead Souls, ugh, it's terrible. It's awful. Now he can die. As you can see, the FPS is dropping, so I'm just gonna let him walk forward a little bit. So I can more accurately get his weak spot. Immortal zombies need to die. This is not good. Nothing. Anyway, what I do have is that's the end of Kiryu's part, thank God. Here's one last chapter to go, the finale. Losing a bit of time on this as well, because bad shooting. So this is the part of the game that gets fun, because in that cutscene right there, old Kiryu meets up with old Ryuji Goda. It's technically, not exactly canon, but canonically, the first time that they meet since Yakuza 2, and we sit down for a wonderful conversation about how Ryuji lost his arm and now has a Gatling gun arm, and then this lovely gunsmith here is going to give us a wonderful little present. It's just so awkward. It's just so awkward. Ryuji asked for a gun and this man gave him a fucking Gatling gun robot arm. Anyway, guess what? Nikaido is in the Millennium Tower. Act shocked and surprised. That's where the finale of the game is. And the gunsmith has a gift for us. Oh, baby. This gift is Kiryu's weapon. It's the Millennium Tower. I'm shocked as well. It is this. That's Majima. It's not Majima. If it was Majima, it'd probably be better. In the 80% at least. So, it's actually this. An anti-material rifle. It's very strong even in its base form. Fun fact about the anti-material rifle. If you level it up all the way to maximum upgrade, it becomes so strong that it gets a visual effect of like a heat effect barrel at the end, so it glows blue with fire. Default equipping that weapon loses you frame rate. Now, this is your point of no return. You can see that Ryuji's asking you twice whether or not you want to go past the point of no return. The video game's going to get a bit confused later. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. So, it should automatically equip the rifle to up D-pad as well. I'm going to try and run through here, obviously shooting Molotov zombies to try and not get caught up. Ryuji needs to back me up for now. He will go with... Guy, just stop me. Will come with me during cutscene, which is good. Okay, these lamppost zombies actually have a physical form that stops you. I did not realize this. Molotov zombies! Everything is dropping the frame rate! I'm running out of ammo. Thankfully, there's an ammo box over here. Alright, we made it to Millennium Tag. Good job, everybody. Except we have to kill a bunch of enemies first. So I'm actually going to... I have to equip it. Damn. So we're going to equip the... Oh, I put it automatically on my left pad. Okay. Even on a non-headshot, it does this much to the actual monkey boys. So we're going to be trying to hit all of the, obviously, special infected with this. It's very good for that. Would you please shoot? Thank you, my friend. And it does pierce multiple enemies as well, which is obviously very, very good. Still better to aim for the meatheads in their actual head. You good, Ryuji? You don't look good, Ryuji. Actually, I don't know what it is about Ryuji's PS3 model, but I really don't like it. Something like really off about it. It's not alive. The rest of this should be rifle. So let's go after the guys in front of the tower and those ones there. So we'll go counterclockwise. Also grab a little bit of ammo from the boxes, both my rifle and my anti-material rifle. More importantly, the anti-material rifle is more important for now because we need, yes please, way more of that. Should do. Hey look, a lot of zombies. Teeth for teeth, zombie kingdom scene. Yeah, I think it was an N, actually. I might be wrong. Like, I can't remember. It was definitely max age rating in the UK, which... okay. Okay. Heck, this is Yakuza Dead Souls. This is a real game made by RGG Studio. It almost killed the series. Fun fact. At least it almost killed it in the West, although that's actually, like, a bit of a common misconception. Like, it didn't do well in the West, that's for sure, but it isn't the thing that almost fully killed it. Be hated these aggros. Oh, nice job, Ryuji. Hi. Out here. Nice job, Ryuji. Alright, we have to kill everybody, I forgot. Goodbye, fatty. Fatty. Goodbye, Molotov zombies. I hate all of you. Thank you. Again, trying to save as much of the frame rate as I can. We good? We're good. Nice. Okay. That wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Yeah. So the problem with Yakuza 5, and one of the reasons why Yakuza 5 was out a bit late, Yakuza 5 is one of the Yakuzas that started to do the localization that the series is, like, known for these days. With Yakuza 5, at the time, Sega and Atlus were merging, and they were moving offices. And as you all probably know, Yakuza 5's localization is a behemoth. It's amazing. There's a lot to that video game. So they were struggling to get it out the door, and Sony stepped in because of hashtag building the list that Gio Corsi did. That's the reason why Sony helped with Yakuza 5, but every Yakuza after 5 that was announced and done, so 0, K1, etc., all of those were done by Sega. That was Sega taking a chance on the series, even though 5 hadn't even come out yet. We had been waiting years for a new Yakuza announcement, and we had multiple at the same time. Like, it was something that was, like, the stuff of dreams. Like, we never expected it. And then, obviously, 0 was an absolute branch-out hit. So, yeah, we're just gonna shut the door. We're gonna protect him by holding the R1 button. Surprise! So, essentially, Sega was struggling to localize it. They got it out in the end, obviously. Digital only. There was a quote at one point that kind of goes against this story that says, you know, it was one of... I don't think it was the CEO. There was a very high Sega official, a senior official, that said something along the lines of, we won't be seeing another Yakuza game in the West. Thankfully, that wasn't true. Thankfully, that wasn't true at all. Yeah, like, most people thought that Yakuza was just this really gritty crime drama. And then when they saw... Literally, this is why we keep saying that a gif of a chicken on Twitter called Nugget saved the goddamn series. Because people saw this chicken and were just like, wow, Yakuza has a fun side? And all of us who played Yakuza knew it obviously had a fun side. But 0 had that perfect perfect blend of serious story and absolutely brilliant sub-stories. Like, Zero just had everything fall into place at the exact right time. And again, yeah, like the marketing, Sega only had a limited marketing budget for the Yakuza games as well. The thing with Zero, the big thing with Zero, is that Sega got the best kind of marketing ever because that was the rise of social media and, more importantly, streaming on Twitch. That was when streams on the internet really started kicking off. And again, that got them way more exposure. Oh yeah, this way. Zombies in the lift? Or is that the way back? That's the way back. So, literally, like, there's a whole bunch of, like, there's a lot of the bigger streamers. I hate you, Hermit! There's a lot of bigger streamers and content creators that made, like, very successful YouTube videos and obviously streams on Twitch that you could easily say, you know, help the growth of the series immensely. People saw any one of these, like, bits of content in terms of, like, you know, Yakuza 0 online and just went, wow, Yakuza is actually fun as well. Like, it's not just super serious. And that's the thing, of course. As everyone knows, everyone falls in love with the actual stories as well and how good they actually are. Give me some anti-material. Nice. That should be enough ammo now. I maybe should have gotten a healing item, to be honest. We'll see. We'll see how Hayashi treats us. Spoilers, the zombie that started the outbreak is Hayashi. Way. At least you're not in the way. So it's really fascinating tracking, like, the history of Yakuza. Like, there is no reason why Yakuza current day should be doing as well as it is. And it really shouldn't. But everything fell into place at the exact perfect time. And I think we're all happy that it did. Like, and this is the reason why I told people to temper your expectations for the Nico Nico live stream. I am confident at this point that Sega would not do an announcement for a new Yakuza game without a Western presence. That's the safe code in the splits. That's what I added because I knew I'd forget. Fun fact: you don't have to put in the safe code here. If you fail it 3 times, Ryuji busts the door open and you don't get healing items. But I want the healing items just in case. Fun fact: the game could be about to hardlock. So, no, that's already been. As I said, RGG only retweeted it once and never said about it other than that one retweet. Literally, as I keep saying, if RGG is going to announce a new Yakuza game, they always, and I mean always, even if it's just a stream online, promote that stream heavily. But with the Nico Nico talk one, they didn't. They just retweeted it once. Like, this was never going to be a place for an announcement outside of maybe we're going to do a live stream in, you know, X month. But people just ran with it. Like, the anniversary one I could understand. The anniversary stream, they were like, you know, oh, we're going to get a new game announced, and only merch happened, which, yeah, that one was a little weird. But this was just a talk on Nico Nico. There was never going to be an announcement. Never. But I reckon in about a month or 2, we're going to hear about the next game. Because this is the time of year where they start talking about it. Here's Hayashi, by the way. Nice early hits, actually. Hayashi in this fight is an absolute jackass and a really massive pain in the ass. What is my bullets doing? It just went straight down in an arc. Fun video. I like shooting Hayashi normally here because I find it's easier to hit his weak spot. The anti-material rifle is also good to use against him if you can get him in a good spot. So this fight sucks in any percent. That's actually not a bad phase 1, to be honest. Oh, look. Grenade flowers. So. Oh, the grenade can hardlock here. Fuck Hayashi. So he's going to jump on the scene with grenades. I'm going to reload real quick to hopefully be able to shoot him quick enough that he doesn't throw grenades at me. He didn't go on the... Okay, there we go. I was wondering why he didn't go on the ceiling straight away. Here goes the frame rate. The frame rate's about to go to shit because of the sprinklers. Hence why I'm facing the camera down again. He's going to go up on the ceiling and try and get us. Now, in any percent, Hayashi can do something really awful. So you should be on attack. You should be attacking. Hayashi can steal something in this fight. That's a grenade. We don't want him to steal it. Hi, Ryuji. It's not worth aiming in any percent. Here's when he's on the ceiling. Good music. Why does Hayashi get such good music? So he hit his weak spot once or twice there, but unfortunately not. He's really not throwing grenades on the ceiling, which is what I want him to do. When you're doing it, Hayashi, you're planning for it. I can see you, like, yeah, building up for it. This is Hayashi taking Ryuji's gun arm. We actually don't want him to drop it, because this makes Hayashi really easy to hit. Well, most of the time, but he's actually being a pain at this point. Hayashi. Hayashi. Yes, I want to literally get into a gunfight with Hayashi. Look at this. Look at this frame rate. Hayashi, it's time, my friend. Nice. If I could get his weak spot here, that would be so good, but... yeah, you ideally don't want him to actually give the gunman back to Ryuji. Please hit Ryuji. Ryuji, he's trying to shoot with his non-existent arm. I don't know which is more damage, because it does, like, more damage per, like, bullet, but... this shoots more and is faster. I don't know. Yeah, ironically enough, this is faster. Not having him drop the arm is faster. So, let's talk the soft lock, because it's coming up potentially. Or the hard lock, I should say. We need the FPS not to be too low coming out of this cutscene, which is a slight problem when you're using a rifle and an anti-material rifle. The reason why it says wonderful, by the way, is because the zombie drug that turns people into zombies is a fucking sexual aphrodisiac. Yakuza Dead Souls. If the cutscene after this one does not load, and I'm going to give it a second to try and see if I can make it load, then the game has hard crashed. We're good. Game is not hard crashed. If you see the visuals of that cutscene, you are good. If you do not see the visuals of that cutscene, congratulations, your game is soft-locked. You cannot skip the cutscene, and the cutscene will play in the background. When the cutscene has played fully in the background, the game is going to hard-lock, at which point it's going to crash your console. Trust me, it's happened multiple times, and it's replicable. I don't think it did my old PS3 any good, and it's also not just happened to me, either. By the way, this is the point of no return. Except for the fact we can't go backwards anyway. Video game? Video game? Take care of all the enemies. So you know the drill. Free jump attack. Us with the rifle as much as possible. Dead now? Yeah. I actually hit them on the way down, which is good. That should be the last one. Yep, good. Yeah, as Hoxie says, there's a lot of games that do have problems when they crash. PS4 at least had a good crash system, which is also the same as crash system on the PS5, so... Hey, remember that time we stood here, held R1 whilst Ryuji shut a door? What if we did it again? I remember when I bought almost 5,000 rounds of ammo and said that might be enough. Well, we're running out, and I need more ammo. So if the shutters are still closing, you can get some zombies to crawl through. They're unkillable. They're unkillable until obviously they go down there. Now for the next bit, instead of using the rifle, I actually want to use the anti-material rifle. Now, if ever you've played a game called GoldenEye, you might remember that had a stock alarm sound. This one This is a very stock alarm sound. It's in GoldenEye as well. Because the rifle actually not only, like, takes zombies out really nicely, but also pushes them out of the way, which is what we want. Doesn't matter that she summons back up. Oh, you were a jackass! The aggros can get in your way here. Hopefully they don't. Oh, that's terrible, because he's now aggroed onto me. Thanks for knocking me into the ammo, I guess. I don't need 300 rounds, but thanks, I guess. Monkey boy's in the way! Get out of my way! Not too bad. All that spawn! All that spawn! How dare you? Okay. Also, hope you're doing well tonight, by the way, PMC. Alright, so that's the alarm box. If you're lucky enough, you can actually shoot it with the first shot that you fire there. You have to be a little lucky. Alright. It is now time. Please. Restock our ammo, because we need a lot of it. A lot of rifle ammo, please. Yeah, I'm going to take one of these. Thanks. No, not you. No. That should be fine, actually. I probably should take the rifle over the acting material. This is, once again, another point of no return. Why? Why? There's no going back. There's no going back after you said yes to Ryuji twice at the start of the chapter. Anyway, here's Kinryo and Ginryo, because gold and silver. Kin and Gin. It's symbolic. Now, unfortunately, we want Ryuji to be on the attack here. These guys suck. Literally. Look at the frame rate, isn't she wonderful? They're basically advanced versions of, obviously, the enemies we've already fought, but they are spitting out goop instead. I will probably heal at some point here. I would like to get out my actual rifle, thank you, because this is not going well. I should probably heal, just in case. This is actually not going very well at all. Should definitely get out a stamina and spark. Thank you. Ryuji's actually fine. So, when one of them gets low enough HP, I kind of want to aim for both. And we'll actually stuck them in it as well, which is actually really nice. Far away enough that he's not going to hit us with his fire. He's fine, don't worry about him. We'll medkit him if need be. Ooh, okay, I'll medkit him. Need be. Need be. This guy's actually aggroed back onto me, which sucks. Again, I'm panning the camera down to save the frame rate. Right, here we go. They are currently sucking each other off. Ryuji is currently stuck in them. They get their HP back to the same levels, so we want to shoot them whilst this is happening so that we can do some damage. I kind of want Ryuji to be slightly in my way so that one, he takes the hit, and two, doesn't take that many bullets. Because this guy keeps jumping on us, so if we can have Ryuji in the way, that's actually really good. Also, you slip on that, obviously. It's the same as the oil from, like, Yakuza 5, etc. Ryuji, how you doing, bud? Good is the answer. Down. He went to actually heal that guy, the last one. Because he's all the way down there. If I pan the camera down, I lose less frames. Oh my god. Hello. How are you doing? Sexual assault? I mean, considering the zombie drug is an aphrodisiac, maybe some basis there. Anyway, that wasn't the final boss. Nikaido actually starts seeing things our way and gets shot in the head by DD. Time for actually a really cool fight, not gonna lie. I actually kind of like this fight. This is like the most advanced version of the drug. So, he's going to start really aggressive against us. We actually have to be a little careful. We're going to have to put, obviously, Ryuji on the attack. Really? That's a shame. I really wanted to go after Ryuji. Wondering where I'm looking, the HP bar. I don't know what he's doing. Anyway, phase 2. This is gross. It's cool. He's gonna explode apart into blood, which is going to summon naked blood zombies. That's actually kind of cool, I'm not gonna lie. Try and guess the weak spot. So, we can't get close to it. As you can see, it disappears if you do. Alright, so I'm going to try and find the heart and shoot the heart. So, over there, yep. Because this does a lot of damage if you can hit it. Oh, he's right next to me. Really? He went back over there. He actually went back over there. You can get 2 hits off. Now, eventually, yep, he's going to return back to normal. So try and get some hits in, and then hopefully we can stop him doing that again. If I can, that will save me a bunch of time. I'm okay with you, like, attacking Ryuji. Oh, he neo-dodged! God, he does that. Thank you for attacking Ryuji and not me, so I can keep shooting you, because I do more damage. Damn it, almost. Almost. I could have got one more heart shot. Speaking of one more heart shot. It's going to be close, but I don't think we can PB now. Unless I can get like a very quick heart shot here. I don't know if we can PB. Went to the right. Hello, you're dead. Thank you. Excuse me. It's 1 HP. Excuse me. Sunshine, no, you're dead. Anyway, actual final boss. Nikaido is going to, have a growth spurt. You know when, you know, some teenagers have a growth spurt and go from 4'8" to 6'4" and it's not fair? Yeah, pretty much. Not speaking from experience. I'm 5'2". I didn't have my growth spurt yet. Alright, so, once again, I'm going to get the rifle out because the rifle's a little bit better. Shoot face. This guy sucks to try and dodge. Half the time, I don't even try and dodge his attacks, if I'm being honest. Again, the eyes are the weak spot. Surprise. Shoot eye. That's some of the best QTEs in the entire game, by the way. This is just peak Yakuza Dead Souls. This scene right here. Kiryu manages to get out of this and pulls out a fucking gun. Curse but isn't gonna happen. I'm in my 30s. It could still happen. I believe. This attack sucks. You can't avoid it. Fuck you. I just said fuck you, my dude. Also, I can't get to the side where his eye is. Oh, I actually dodged that for once. Sick. Eye! Okay, this guy. How is that not in position for him to hit me? I'm actually a little surprised about that. Next phase, let's go. Next phase, let's go. Yeah, we're not PBing. This lasts longer than 40 seconds, unfortunately. Asagi's here! Hey, look, it's our Resident Evil ending with a rocket launcher, right? Right? wrong, actually. These are grenades. Oh, that actually hit. Good. I don't know if that's quick enough for the quick transition, because you can get a quick transition here. It's not. Yep. Do it again. Yell, because you're forced to use grenades here. Yep. Shame. This actually was a good finale, though. This actually was a good finale. Don't forget, once we're done with this run, we are going to finish off the last hour of Kenzan again for the D-Rust. See, now is actually the rocket launcher time. And anti-tank missiles. Cause sure, why not? Unfortunately, the rocket launcher's gonna get knocked away. He's gonna just have a little relax, a little bit of sunbathe in the night sky, don't ask. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is such a good cutscene. I hope you enjoy this QTE. Please do not question how Kiryu survived that close. The game is not going to tell you. It's Kiryu. God.